na obi adwene mu ha also obeya me ahwe it is an indictment on us as a people. See you try so much for network that is not good and no me na me network no me na mtua it is a case for mine nye na se network wo munya o se Okatakyie na ntimi to network me wan so obetia buruchiri o tua less than 500 Ghana cedi onya network the whole month more fire adwuma more fire eti ye case for mine nye yi a wo de akwatena ba bia ntimi tua ketua bi na agina so sa network monani. And you say Okatakyie ntimi to network. Let's even assume say ntimi to. Is that not an indictment? See you move memu papa. Ye timi bo memu papa. Aka ntimi to network. Obi eti adwene no wo fom. But the brain ni ho. You move quick. Enkofo na ba. Vietnam ne ho ahwafo ni na ba. Ti ye betimi akọ. Ya form kuro. Ya nya adwuma. Obi ya nante quick. 28th, 29th, 30th. It is a walk of freedom. Galamsey must fall. Ghana deserves better. Our people must stand up for what is right. This is not about MPP. It's not about NDC. I have demonstrated it. Okatakyie semu. The way you feel. Ashanti semu ye we hiu. And you were hiu. Baby I do know. Sensuo ne saya esegu ye nyina etiri so and water ni ni wa kofi ye nyina bewu genu ye nyina bewu so ye nya jimi kakra ni nya se ye de Galamsey ya MPP this and I've demonstrated it Akufo-Addo penso any demonstration bia man ko ni kurum ha against Akufo-Addo ebi na mo hwe ebi na minika to ati amohwe na nya metusala na ye president na ye Akufo-Addo na ye Miami government. So my conscience is clear when it comes to Galamsey. So 28th, 29th, 30th. See the year John Mahama. It is not about John Mahama. It's not about NDC. Never. If Sir John Mahama and Okatakyie Akufo-Addo nuclear state of emergency. Kobi. Ye ko occupy Flagstaff House. Ye bu say John Dramani Mahama so yamra dodo saying and the nuclear state of emergency. But say be now be hunu the effect of Galamsey. Edani sha se fa nsuo ni bi kire wo mo. Manfo no say sebi de na ha ya adwene Kobi ade we be kunyan deformities Kobi is MPP and this Galamsey is not MPP and this. Why are we being so stupid? Forgive me for using this word, but why are we playing politics with Galamsey? Why? Look at the amount here and will be a wood that Galamsey pit more than ever. Kobi and yes we Yankee look at this ensure nkola no where ensure nkola no akosua MPP ba numbi minister bi ba numbi jo mama babie no obetwa no sansu Akufo-Addo babie no obetwa no sansu asu dividing on the front of MPP and this more fire them when you don't know the realities of life obi me sha say me ye journalism and you must say they move me different now kuma manfo no general kuma manfo no hwese nipa na ewu because of Galamsey nipa na ewu enipa na ewu no enipa na ewu bo akosua enso still in Kenya manfo because ya chemu mienu ya MPP ye NDC me ye ewurade nyame na se na MPP ye na na mpese mu ye the same thing and ya mopa mu MPP ni ye dai bisebio Obi bani o dani jina heya dia Galamsey timi ye ni o akola won kansuo nya bone wonye obi abone ni abo na kurase deformity because of a year the mercury nyoma ye de Galamsey no and ye nyina ete ho ahemfo te ho asofo te ho eti ye busa ahemfo no mo conscience ni my goodness Jesus Christ Himfo no amode mu nsase ne mu nsuo no ma manfo se ntu Galamsey eti mu nana no mu jimi se ye ntika mba benya ahini ani bia ni ada na mo yesai ada na mo ni conscience obi ada ko ade be no asase a wote suo nti na aye hene asase ni wo a woni ho sa bebe o hene manfo na so wase nti na aye hene manfo ni nyina yare se no mu wantu hene wadwene da tim nti eye papa ni ko Politicians are very immoral. Money conscience. It is about money. It is about power. Nothing more, nothing less. But the moral conscience of our society, the chiefs, the pastors, and now so far yedin. If someone need to Galamsey anymore, not because they saw anything wrong with Galamsey, but it was because of Kufuor don't crop on because MPP are buying an area. And the bedroom, Galamsey na tiatisi. It is getting worse. It's muhum ranchen mabawa, muhum kola we entiye mobo. And the no amu yen ripple effect. I don't behave say illegal mining. You buy a aquatic gold board, and you buy a China guy association. Coffee. This is a serious matter. We must all speak against it. And then you for pictures in the picture. For pictures, for picture.
Very worrying.
Eti o mind ko vi yentime nnu ba bia both MPP and NDC ye be decide say these parameters we there wo ye MPP ni a enye wo ye NDC ni a enye metwa kwan na to ma anya kataso momu asoma ba ma ban the time Galamsey me ni wo mo kwen eno ti ne elusu kura ye lusu ampa so Galamsey ti ye lusu yi and family one them family one child. Men regretting and then regretting it. It's conscience in mutim kakra. It's 28th, 29th. Akwala when you be abon you. Hwede ne nine ho. Ne nine ho. Because of ye nyoma ye. Yes, ye MPP NDC. And can dan. It was a quiet tene. Na se wo benin wo da hoyi. And the ripple effect of Galamsey wo no what to say ya. Ebia ka bubefu more fire enyanka wodan you and sometimes you think say we chiri obi you think say we chiri o beto then if for pictures in chiro more show them pictures go ahead and show them the ripple effect of Galamsey asofo ayedin malam sayedin nkremofo ayedin asofo hayimfo ayedin Christian Council. You two are in all of a sudden. Yankoni Yankosha and Samoa Okuja Tua Blacqua. Fellows of Fusukwachi. And I may now the two of my mom for them. The man for them head of Kai. The catch them. Say, yet the nail caution and a young time. I was ya. The other question, and no more time. Only conscience 111 is me no me on the core board here. Ye Fras and Kregwaba. Kofi me no the core board here. Ye Jena board here junction. NDC chairman catch re say. Galamsey no the mu two obama and near bar. You be two ankasa. No be obeka me enen be kontokwa. And me o ka say Western regional Western North regional minister. Mo musa ne say die ntinu ma manfo na ko hye kwamu o. Empomu o mutu. Na manfo no edi nkoma so ya gigiska no sa no moka me boade onko pamomo asemo ani dance no abi ni twa dance omo ye no mo send mam so wagege 150,000 sa no moka Galamsey fo ne nkomo mudi it is wonye sika dia enye de hia no so obetata me woni me kokko to enkosi hwe kokko pamomo wadwuma no Western North regional minister Obi excavators burube 700 ana omudi akoshe Western North asa me no ka say a good forest ni nyina your mama ka kire say LI 2462 Kufuor do say wa pass say e betimi awura eye forest reserve o ka kire manfo no say oba be ye president ya obe repeal it they ka say repeal of law Obi repeal of law no say you free more fire for it to be said, it never even happened. When the court ordered for a repeal of law, you took it as though it never even happened. Your mama buy, you know, and I'm sure you gold board. No one China Galamsey for you a yinji. Also was in the interior minister. Emma Kanchera is want to be prosecuted China for you. For picture not so no more any many names. Okuja Tabla Kwajana, of course, essential. As a coach. I defia my po, the Miana Miniano. As a coach. and nsuo kyerɛ eti mu ni conscience kakra to mo ba ya mo amon crop for guma ye nsuo si eti okugye to odwina woda na nipa otimi twa nto sas edan your team wo eye na yene na ebrante na de ba boy why don't no conscience no moral turpitude they don't have it
precisely so
samejamfi okugina nsuo ho koye press conference Kobi say yam fan nsuo na say and then the gold board na why no e fa no mkoto gold na fi enye Galamsey fire it we ni pa boni won trim we an wasi ni wasi wo wanwi no man no ka pre Kobi awudi sam akasa e wo mu trim
yes level
more fire maybe side way awudi sam fo mpa NDC so awudi sam samejamfi ka okuja trouble akwa more fire Felix Okatakyie and no say dey I say Galamsey fight no samejamfi akotena kodum I need to go to Sankin Council body. More fire. What? More fire. Money conscience. Oba ye di here pa ye good board. Ah the koto Galamsey good. Fire them. And now him say Galamsey ni young man for no trust into dia. Fire. And then pa mo kufa dey. Felix Okatakyie timi ko tworo to Twitter. Say Galamsey government. And I say Galamsey fight. You can't set deadlines. It is a lifelong battle. Felix Okatakyie. Any pa o twatwa o monani. Felix Okatakyie. O twatwa o monani. Yentie do kan ye. Say prior to the you know. Yentie.
The problem that we have and the reason why it has escalated to this scale is that there are greedy, corrupt, money-loving people in the ruling government and ruling party that have gotten involved in this activity, and because of their complicity they are unable to take the actions that would ensure that we effectively win the battle against illegal mining. Because in your inserts, the inserts that you've played, the reports that your journalists have found, we have heard the involvement of general secretaries, women organizers, regional chairmen, city mayors, MCs, DCs, parliamentary candidates, presidential staffers, all belonging to this ruling party involved in this activity.
Okay, so Kobi, Felix Okatakyie small kan yini. Edani kodi waka ne nre yin so ye besa ba ne abetie no. Now, but the argument is that MPP4 and a shame with them. Me, I'm in your Kwame Plus, who can't say who will be. Kwame and you are some of our radio job. Nyansa be panic. Miana Miniano, Nyansa be the womb. Say any MPP4 and our Omu said your mamma Bano. Your mamma, you are much your Romuko says you. I was saying, and there are some previous Manus Suminaso, your mamma Fachame, and then Kwabani a very useless government. More fire. So one our leadership. Now MPP for to me come with them. I was say forest for sensu. But who are government intimate and prosecute woman? You have no business becoming a leader of the nation. It means you plus some kind. Yes, more fire. More fire. Very useless. Kofi, man for new. Felix Okatakyie. And I was saying Galamsey fight is a lifelong day. No one sir. No one say Galamsey fight no. E ko faro intimi fight and yet of from Galamsey government. Why you not make market for no? Say any cocaine government. Nam so dem munya no. They don't have any. Now I have the moral turpitude to speak on matters like this because under my government, I never at any point supported nonsense like this. And the records are there. I am fighting for the nation. So we saw one trouble. Kokura maka won't mean any. Obi, enye nipa na adwene ni sem ya bodamwa. Aka ebesin ne. Mutimi nya me audio, enya video. Maka setie Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Aka setie Kufuado. E de bo. Ne mo me kan bi kire mo abadwo mama man no say oh we hypocrite because enra wo kan say eti na wo kan say kire dwo mama. No adwene ye adwuma. Edi se me kan bi kire Kufuado abai. Na onya bi bo. Na me kan bi kire Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Onya bi bo. Na me kan bi a kire for your mama who what's the meaning correct? Oh, you're correct. Why do you? It means I am principled. Precisely. I'm a very principled human being. And trying to modern semi. Nakadechie, who chantro, na diaben. Oh, we saw one trouble. I couldn't show my one single. Almost any election, no. And of course, I buy say, Adenta is blue, Adenta is one white. In 2020 election, Munya whole NDC, led by my general secretary Nase, Ebeka so mo win election. Omo win. And the Munya party no. So party phone. So on that grounds you can't trust Okatakyie. And the more party near party phone. If it's a 2020 omo ye whole press conference, Eka so mo win. No more winning.
Comfortable.
They say when it comes to fighting for our nation, go be. I thought that Nana energy no above form because man for no adwene wu. But the next one details 28, 29th. Go be. Afe yanko her celebrities. Kalije no way.
Kali. Kasa o kasa. Kali.
Okay, Danny. Where am I? Danny. Pusha can be. I say I support calls for end of Galamsey. Pusha. What a room. And say, now then what come on to me. Obi, and show no gusu say. Galamsey no gusu say. Ajetiana then what come on to me. Jinaho, Nyankai Kalije, dear Jinaho. Update on fight against Galamsey. Youth of Achim assume storm and close down 10 Galamsey site. Utah government now you tag a phone away. And now you tag the no do money Professor Jampo. And what the whole year buguni more. O cruzy. Professor Jampo. Organized labor. Ghana Medical Association. Ghana Medical Association. We ni pabone. If someone motel medical hospital, Abunu Yaria Galamsey deba. By now you should be up in arms. Smokai. We ni pabone ankasa. Mochira Yaria. Oga come show na it's too early. Nipe yare. We say too early. We be Kalije why? Brabe can be. Why? The insurance still like you go shoot to. And Kalije yani 38 forest reserves are no more due to Galamsey. Kalije said the cost you know who change the cost on the Kufado. I'm telling you, Kalije. Kalije the nice why no update you no sense you no the go Mimia Kalije you saw a very popular Twitter say maybe Twitter Kalije the boy bekabi why namunya hypocrisy I have a moral right say me kan Galamsey samoa if say my buy me can be papa me chibi na ayi afra akoy say ayi gabe ayi chamaluta me ko ye chamaluta so bebra me menye ka kire mo e wi a kire kro mo say Galamsey ne me ko Catholic bishop the Catholic church is set to protest wo mo way Catholic church no mo way ka so ko no way Okatakyie o mi an ka no kore akoy jo mamenti afo bia ye di ensuo no so gusu ana ese when you want Belamundi said that the Pra River recorded just 2 minutes ago. Sister Bella, Pra River no, Sister Bella. Belamundi, we call on you. Mama Kambi. The Pra River just 2 minutes ago. Bella, do you have any idea what the Pra River looks like today? Do you have any idea? And all of you are quiet.
Sister Bella.
Bella.
Omianya principle. Kafui day. No ma update. No ma Galamsey right behind Kwame Nkrumah's birth palace in Nkrofo. Kafui day Nkrofo still now way. Kafui day way. Kafui day way. Oh, they said that your mama Benti. All of a sudden they've lost their voice. It's when you see a Jai Galamsey. Nyabraba. And this way they just were Nyabro. And a Nyabro party no aba. Ninmia Nyabro. So I don't know quan the Tokaba. Medoku the Tokaba. Domina the Tokaba. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we are National Catholic Secretariat. No more the buy. Say Kufado Pensu Galamsey yet. Omuway. Galamsey Gusugo. 28, 29, 30th. We'll be a coming quan will go for demonstration.
Fire.
I come a quarter don't come and demonstration.
Fire.
Because of principle.
Precisely.
Nobody should tell me say it's too early. It's too early. Kofi kwa near where am I going na asediba? Ono so ye hwan ya? Ono so kan bi. O me kan bi. Why?
A tun try,
bra na beka.
A tun try. Where am I afia? Afia nocturna. physio you on the boss if you're not tenor me perhaps a woman in your dead obi no you might do physio and yes hey you want to say what way Auntie what is school? Our school. If one else in a nipa. They say why Galamsey no, but I can understand her what bread. Every minute in common was what bread. Or come Ghana for them go see. You have financial people in NDC. If one else on principle, but if all whatever and so go say we cannot sleep. It's Munina Mumbra Mekasa. Why? Munina. Munina, where why DKB any tirika krakasa champagne. DKB, utirika krakasa champagne, and the Hurushu. It is one good so say no way. Utirikoto sa champagne. What is? A try the comedies. He said, Woman count Galamsey Zambia. A coup for the Chieftaincy. Munina Muyini Papone. Muyini Papone. You lack conscience.
Precisely so.
DKB, list of one mensa. We saw a angel. Woman in a jai sports we can be, and then one more candy. List of mensa. Well, candy. One cannot correct. No minor one tonne. Misforcing. Lydia forcing. Lydia forcing. Until Lydia my. Until Lydia Bacho, you should say. You should be more happy conscious. Speak on it.
Exactly.
Me and cannot correct your way. Women can't correct your Yansaponi wire. Way. I don't have friend Yansapo. I Sadik Arabs. Miana Miniano. Sadik Quadams were ya dear Kakra. Ogusoka and animals were there. Tag of one was some sell their galam. So Sadik is fighting. Sadik, your morning show, angel. I am Mukotino. Why? Me sorry who on the buyer. Ya Mukotini. Why? Ogusofaya. It's good. Meme sorry mo enje so bi nyama ni go. Anopa no nkonko tie Sadik Arabs. E wo angel. Nyama free won tini ase na e show ni mu. Esa kura na mabre. Ba bia mekwa koye show bia me free wa na egu. Na Sadik apagya mu amonkora mkotie. TV3 for update na wai. TV3 money pabone. Yabatuaba regime changes. Musha that show just just smart. TV3 miane onia. Just smart. Why any tree say ayi? Satellite dish. Who said you know? And many abridge me time for say muno na yakaka no. Just smart. TV3. It said the Galamsey ni eje tuana. Enso na ni atete. I see Galamsey activities having a detrimental influence on health since locals are forced to mix chemicals in contaminated water in order to obtain clean drinking water. TV3 still, I said, the question. Contaminated. He said, the Ajay is winning in any ati. Kosu, Danny let's have conscience. Let's be moved by conscience. People are dying. Galamsey is let us 28, 29, 30th. Kubi. And they call the Diabetes say China for ye two my annual motion. I said your mom won't be more. I told you guys. The kind of mudimatem. And because or your goodwill, or goodwill, where I can't like a diocese, actually Deben Accra, almost one more I can't like one way. Your friends, I acquire Minia, Kokubo form way, and acquire Yadom. So, no, dear, no, was so big and sassy. More video, no. Na so one work can Galamsey no. Na Ochame Kwame. Me and Miniano, my Ashanti brother, Miniano. Ochame Kwame away. About red akojina show. We turn on river no jina ho. Obeka one you could jina kwachi China for. Baby akojina Kwame. A worse today than before. It's Kwame Mujina mfo anutum. Hypocrisy. Exactly. The fight must continue. Ade. Now, Dr. Mane Buama from Narcotic People Party to Galamsey government, and the Dr. Mane Buama, what you cocaine is shimo. Let me say, Galamsey on top of it. And everybody's quiet. The whole nation is quiet.
Exactly.
Can't watch the man for. Me say I am my conscience is very clear because the record shows. Some are fan chama by him. Hey, me say that I coach China for go be. My be mu form penny for a frame and a jo level. E be officer. Me and am say me. Make man to mun neck count to China. You call Dr. Mama about me meet the press. Satan na near free a year asankro go. You call do what you say or more patch or some man kokane like the cocaine. That is what principle is. I'm sorry, I'm music at the change principle. Mu kromo mo journalist be a principle chair. Mention one because man me bomb chrono man ka say me dem gina neutral na me buy na me declare chere mo say me MPP ni na mo meka no kore na mo adwene muni mu nyansa e dika me declare say me MPP na mo say me no kore fo ma me tachiri neutrality ma me tachiri 28 29th pia coming kwa kura me ba
Lone Ranger
NDC omoni hwemu o man na e ka chere
biggest scam.
The biggest scam of a year, the Fourth Republic. Hey, the coming back of John Dramani Mahama.
So,
go to know. Obi, obey via papa. I'm telling you. Go to know. Obey via papa. Good. Aye, go be me come bia. Na o se nanim da boko no aka kire nkola. Say ku fa de dia ja nanim nya fenti no. Na ye de ahye no Your mama no osresere. O hwere suri.
O siri na no praye.
Besa hye ade no.
Kwaku besa hye ade. Kwasi ba hye ade. O hye ade. No aye di. Mungo to Galamsey no aka na no ato. Akantesa. Etimotimi connected door to say Ibrahim Mahama. One nan ka kofi e box site wo nyina hiri no. Beboa. Ekofo ejomama ba ya na Ibrahim Mahama akola. Same jamfi. Wodne koto gold board so. Wodne kopede ho. Ofri wa na Ibrahim Mahama adamfo. Wodne koto MEF. So nko ye MEF. Baby a mineral investment and dem fan. Etimo connected dot. Owie na Ibrahim Mahama ne ayi papa ye oso fight Galamsey e wa bra munim se Galamsey China for di muntintima pa omo ye ya na omo si Kampiski omo ye China Ghana Mining Association
More fire.
obi it's more connected dots see ye be wiamo owie ye no an wo sama ayi ye kan say ayi wo made ye omo ye say ene ayi mutaka koka kire manfo ne say efi na de ko China ni bia che no injeli no we ya memu
Interior Minister neka
Memu.
hey
Sure.
Interior Minister
o see ya chia memu ya chiu China ni bi enye interest e jano the 28th 29th 30th go fi me see come nkwan na me boxers don kora me demonstration on principle
Exactly.
Satam we 200 days a week ye no akosi mede 100 days we twa we I can't 4 days 900 days we twa what the honeymoon we need clear plan for fighting against Galamsey. Now go be you're moving free ho and a year you can say Reverend Team for you. Now before that no say and some no jakwa any tiri tan facha me utiri de nyefe me na me nuano utiri nyefe say you can what nemu wa na adwene so onsa Oko your friends who was a video no what the madani Dani yanhwe jakwa response ahanti muntie we yi na jakwa didi matem obie ayi contain nyabotre obie contain na no didi matem se ka de che sori na oye dede si wodi madwuma cheme yenko ni ngoti enti be a air Kosua because of Galamsey. Pump action are very common in the system. Side down are very common in the system. AK-47 are very common in the system. Yakoni AK-47 is a good ranter. Dani Chiromubi. Yeah.
what I said. That's how no much to senior man, I don't much to say. Hey, they play much to senior man.
You know, this is what our nation is becoming. Galamsey to you. And Japa, when were Juma? Japa, so when you were Juma, when were Juma? More can't change Japa, so when you Juma, when in a Juma. Japa, when I saw Gada intelligence, now it's me making sure some Bejai. And yet you call Reverend Tim for Joho, a cocheno, administrative tyranny, our constitution, under Article 117-118. It clearly spells out the mode in which I bet me I invite a member of parliament. So I'm running on my bow. Na Yemusa, Reverend Tim for Joho, whatever way. Search another video before some about Reverend Tim for John. Danny, Chiromo another video. And then Branchen Mabawa because of Galamsey. Almost will be breaking day. Was Gia a year so good in the abuse a day. It did not say a year Driaso. Danny, did not say Driaso. Now, Woma Yabun, you done it. You know why? Yentie. This is a sad situation happening under John Mama. Where it
is how we were to say, we still have any baby. you could have free. Where it is how we were to say, we still have any baby.
IGP Okruma. What the Nina done into my friend? IGP. Or why? You know why? Shadomoni Obiba. Somebody said shock or said yes, and this is happening under John Dramani Mama because of Galamsey. Obi, I'm seeing Kianuntum because your mama is savior. Shadia Galamsey, Yadi Obiba, Yadi Obiba. Look at what they are doing to Obiba. And I've told you what Galamsey can turn into. The people are not listening to me. The people are not listening. Obi. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried to let them understand Ugobi. Shediadi Obibo. Or in the name of Galamsey. Gobi, shock and what is shock and say, oh, Radinyame. I don't know. Was so light on a cheek. Or so light on a Radinyame. And the police is sitting down. Yes, I don't parent. By this time, Kiachini Pakura is that. Messi, yes, damn parent. Namon Kai damn parent and so on. Mobile kindness. By this time, Kiachibo is ready.
Long time.
Yes, was so lighter. A decision in me because was breaking day. Omoka breaking day na govi. Omoka a year Galamsey term. Says ye Jib Galamsey in one na breaking day so be declare. Oh, ready you be bow. Ready you be ba. Govi. Ready you be ba.
Very pathetic.
Galamsey. Radinya. Ready you be bow. Galamsey, Moses Stella, me and Twasia. Obi, Moses Stella, we shouldn't declare it as a national security threat. We shouldn't fight it. Because this is a threat to our security.
Precisely.
Let them run to you. When there is nothing left for them, they fit you and they will form Tagri.
Exactly.
We? I'm a what do a more war was some ranche or my more militants. Say, Anna Shassi. We say, Anna Shassi. Oh, dear Galamsey, Dio Biba. Oh, dear Galamsey, Dio Biba. And almost see any MPP NDC. Boko Haram say, Anna Shassi. Say, if they do baby, Omba form it Tagri. Now Oma koji a certain site. Now Omanya a countries here, Omba so mudi bonibi. No move fido more ammunitions. Obi, when him did ya, a bedroom baby certain areas in this country will become a no-go area, no-go zone for securities.
Precisely.
You see a baby MPP and this. Your mama or Boada on Kano correct. Meno Kasa Burkina base. Bebere wa how mukure. And adia Burkina Faso. Sawa mo a terrorist attack. Adia mo here pa yisika.
More fire.
And sika is good.
More fire.
Omo capture a certain area with the ammunitions at their disposal. Me say Ghana army team ko. And we are gradually getting there.
More fire.
Precisely so.
Eti obi Galamsey and Moses Stella yantuaso. Yantuaso. We were 5 years old. America. Hey, me ko. Me baba akupa nem so ha no nya oni yi. Eno kura so nya me ncha de. Be bia me gina yi. Me de 2 months here be ma no. Ai, where ya? Me ko. Mo se mo adwene na wu. Otilo.
Otilo baba.
Obi 28 29th. We are still doing it. Na mu amaka. Those who's in the we must be honest to ourselves.
More fire.
This cannot continue.
Exactly.
Regardless of where you are, whether MPP, NDC. Now, you went for the encore a reverend team for your assumption. You're trying to reverend him for you. Ebeka say there's a suspicion. Say play me no be. Aba be Ghana. No more to call. No more to call, you know. And you may be in Koye. 25th no more to no. Blackout be called so. I will pay a airport to work. Any idea? Na plane will be a day. Near day. It will not shall raise questions. And was say, when you're ranking member on the defense and security, it ye invited national security, you invite BNI, narcotics control, you invite CID, no munyina amra, no mumma no ranking member no on defense and security. You can't ranking member. Penny or no D, a defense and security na di anim. Ye ni adie. Mostly no, you can't say. Opposition form and a ranking members. It was any adeno or calling on government for oversight responsibility. Some mumra me yano, one more Felicity Kwachidi, one more John Ahmedi, one more Samijam Fidi, one more NDC as a party. Anna, there is a clear difference between the state and politics. There are institutions of state. Though these institutions, the heads of it, a government, president, and appointed. But when you appoint to they must be allowed to work.
Precisely.
President control on the social media. Say I securities of institutions, you know. Or money a year reverend for you and conquer a juma. They should collaborate. The information be over. Kofi ani na no answer. Omunya show omajuma sokra. Na a president's spokesperson a year a fellow of Sukwache. Wabejino na show. And small back I for the goons on Yenia. And yellow correct. It will chatro and it causes alarm. Presidential spokesperson, and you want to call you on you. Or president, I issue statement on the official Facebook. Says security agencies, they should collaborate with a reverend ranking member. It's what business have you? Say what some fee? Wo fellows of Squatching. Mona Mubeyano. A 1 year say. Okay, then there's something wrong.
More fire.
Obi, after you did more. Playing a mosia de call baba you. They didn't want you. After Mutuachi. Enra. Ghana a year airport authority company limited. wabe issue press statement say so was a letter no afato ne by all standard and try no so betwai omwaru play so anko ankohwem bi owie ya ase na hwenim yes mo issue the CCTV e ma kire tarmac ne so and the fear ma kwose CCTV ni tarmac ne so which airport in the world and a CCTV in the tarmac so and it raises and cause for alarm. Cause for alarm. I've any other story. Yes, in Japa, and then I'm crop for. Now, if a picture now, or more original boys in a Covaco woman. Fatu and I mentioned one day. There's one in it, your friend David. More fire. Minimum power. More fire. Woman about chairman. The same guys, no. Way more. These are the same guys that came for me. But I Sechi. I'm some friend David. I one and I mechanic for. We was such now. You was shot at dear pinky middle. One and mechanic for. Me who none of we. So Japan soldier see and no mako a reverend team for you fee so more channel but for the intervention of the minority I come the reverend team for Jobeko but clearly Article 117 and Article 118 of the Constitution it spells out the processes with which a member of parliament if the security agencies want him they can call him it's very clear you read the Article 117 and then because of a year time yetimi anya you be ready constitution in the krabi article 117 and the neka oka immunities of a year or say civil or criminal processes coming from any court or place out of the parliament shall not be served or be executed in relation to the speaker or member or clerk to parliament while he is on his way to attending or returning from any proceedings of a parliament. And I mean, no, because a time when we go, no reverend him for you, no get you ready for parliament. So parliament, a yes speaker Urban, a issue memorandum be, and what they command national security for. Says it says a mobile member of parliament be a mobile siki. Let me release member of parliament because John Mahama and then crop for emu a memorandum. And the young shadow call a year, a reverend him for you for your so we are general secretary of the party. I will call general. Kodia okodru ho okay anya sadia wodi national security kofia kwede okochi reverend him for you for day obeso beboa for day already me ankasa menua na ye twumbarima we making it clear say reverend him for you asem no oka no e baseless don't forget we are deputy director of Ayana Cortis Control Developmental exactly it is a one who deputy director e ma na cortex no o say adeni baseless also was amra mebo am na nyede because you've ruled already you've passed your judgment so any other thing that will be brought to you it will be misconstrued now government now will say the thing is hitting them hard more fire now cocaine no anya ne account DW Africa one of the credible news agencies in the world almost say yache a year you can say cocaine our your port and as cocaine headed to Niger men kan kire mo se jo mama de na woni ayikufo no ye enwanwa
onwanwa Yohani wa kan ho abia
Yohani Escobar we say provide documents to back your documents be bio na here na wadwene na ye adwuma say there is no document in this world that is more than Adi Ekurami. We are the Constitution of the Republic. Bibia ye bia we na kire. Say ya papa na nya papa. Document bia no wache we. Na wadwene na wunti. Now sensationalism. So you think there is any supreme document rather than what I'm having in my hands?
More fire.
Let him know.
Wadwene nye.
More fire.
Ghana Airport Company, one press conference on issue. But talk of document, Kobi, we are Chief Justice, the entire Yebe, you know, and you better read the letter no, almost send to command your mama petition, you better read it. You're not joining it, you'll be a hint to a year or yama. I a leaky, last of us a leaky, and one Kurami. You petition in it. You see a friend will be first petitioner. You better know. Kingsley J. Or no, you're chairman and convener, Shining Stars of Ghana. It Kingsley J. Shining Stars of Ghana. Or the petition number 1. Petition number 2 is coming from ACP Ayamga Akolgo. ACP Ayamga Akolgo. One on petition number 2. One the petition. Petitioner number 3. Daniel Ofori. It in a bedi sound common. Near Shed Gentry almost Yampamu Chief Justice. All number 1 said your mama. Maybe Hannah Moon. They said the petition near your command your mama and to original show. And your Chief Justice said, Yababe Ridiachra.
More fire. The petition
petition in Chelsea and Public Chief Justice. And you very dear. Where a leaked document from Flagstaff House. One more assembly on way. I don't want leak about Kadaji. You dear joy in Yansa Bienu. Or Monaca, Nippon or the Bremnaca. Was it a joy in Yansa Bienu? See the new who? Or one aqua searching. That shade in our Columbo Newa. Obi, ya no mako chintim for you. Intim for you nyahwe. Your mama pursue you intimidation. And the cover your man so. Cocaine dear. Obi anim say you are involved. More you cocaine. DW Africa clearly. Say buy we know is cocaine hub. Ghana a cocaine hub. Obi me for intimidation I'm telling you. We are not cowards. We don't fear. Then people who I do maybe say be Jamaica Krabi Belgium. What? Sorry. Maybe I okay. Obi ba fie no she nose mask no di cheshe na wo hu animo a emra ne makwan saa obi be chewa eso issue warrant kirewo no de ne ID card kire yes kidnapping wo tu afa guno period wo so twetwe na betimi from where you are guditio was a Mrabian watch and Crofon Kavaka woman and from Rofie and Metro. The laws are very clear.
Precisely so.
The laws are very clear. We are not in a jungle. Say, yeah, dear Yakovako by any. You're going to for you. And a junior going to intimidate. Want to talk to you until for you to you. Never to. Or banner woo. Almost woo. Yes, I wanted this. Nipa boni for peka de chiachelo. Ono so de ade be hye nanim. No apprenti and I be a good first. Oba wadwene yo se wo ye ndai bi ni. Oba obeka de nape wo. What did I say? So this stupidity must stop.
Precisely so.
Forgive me for the French. But the stupidity must stop.
Exactly.
This is not what we use state institutions for. No. We don't use state institutions for this. I don't know. You're true about my. I don't know more winning soon money here. I don't know more winning elections. Now still I'm winning here. Moses will be a baby. Offering come anywhere. After a dear some social media. And they say your day state institution terrorize will be a. Ya kan wasem ya kire mrano ba bia mrane da your mama so fa nya adwuma wey ana mo sesen ku faru fo wey
Kalatibia got black and white
amemo fun sei ana sesen ku faru fo monko GhanaRecords.com na monko read these stories in the ego obi clearly this nation
is heading
back to the coup days.
Precisely.
Okatakyie. Almost still a cool mindset now. The way your mama name could be having cool mindset. JJ Rollins had gone on. A woman. A junior Macachemo. Mr. Chief Justice on Besom Yin. The Edron Besom Yin said, Omo Bay, your mammy, almost a Kufuado are fairly the High Court with MPP inclined people. Oh my goodness, no. And so some MPP inclined people, yeah. And we release Japanese to force and I know we go. So the omo yene say ombeso mu Chief Justice we. No mo do omo Chief Justice ba. Oko constitution ni mu a ye will be a friend tribunal, regional tribunals. Ordinarily, any democratic constitution it should not have what we call regional tribunals under it. Now, young what regional tribunals are under the constitution. Now, regional tribunals, because J.J. Rawlings, or no military mindset in it, or and the regional tribunals, special constitution. For the past 22 years, you regional tribunal be and they were some person the regional tribunal back. It's a regional tribunal. Now, almost a constitutional creation. So we have the Supreme Court as the apex court, and your Court of Appeal coming right under it. And your I think the regional tribunals, the High Court, then regional tribunals. That is Article 148. Most documents in the Constitution reading. Now, Article 142. Also, there shall be established in each region of Ghana such a regional tribunals as the Chief Justice may determine. Can you? So it has left the creation of regional tribunal in the hands of the Chief Justice. I don't know someone to mean Justice Tokunu. So they have to change Justice Tokunu. So the Chief Justice will come and establish regional tribunals in the whole regions. It's because of more train, so Justice Tokunu, Chief Justice. Normally, Chief Justice for Fraba, no be established regional tribunals. 22 years, we've not done regional tribunals. Now, I share the composition of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, who is a chairman here, chairman of the PNDC. Then, so regional tribunals, so more besetia, chairman, that means NDC for Crawford, they don't back show, and they don't need to have any legal backing, legal knowledge. Or what now was some so, a Tubasha, yes, a tribunal, now be some so, Yamana follow Yakrama in the era of J.J. Rawlings, and no person was back. So also it shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, and such members who may or may not be lawyers. What the J.J. Rawlings to show you? The entire Jomama and Yabri Chief Justice in any. Or say, second we can lawyer for and a bear judges and yadia. Name of regional tribunal and say it shall consist of the Chief Justice. One chairman, such members who may or may not be lawyers, as shall be designated by the Chief Justice to sit as panel members of a regional tribunal and for such period as shall be specified in writing by Chief Justice. So, Omobe setting up regional tribunal. According to Article 142, J.J. Rawlings in the way shame because also when you court said the be a court no be create one kasane de. Now your mama no yes civilian government no also will be creating regional tribunals. The moment Chief Justice and one man in TSC Chief Justice. No kura wo munyina ni. Mese no kura wo munyina ni govi. Ade nti ombeso mu Chief Justice ni. Ana regional tribunal establishing no. Who here lawyers. Enti de here na se ode wono NDC for back watch. Afa wo koni edi case no a. Regional tribunal do case. Yes, ya jail you. Now let's look at the jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall have jurisdiction to try such offenses against the state and the public interest as Parliament may by law prescribe. So in this case, we are faster, no more majority in Parliament. A pass no more the regional tribunal. Now regional tribunal at national. No more the Dimcroft case. It instead when we go through the High Court, the Court of Appeal, almost what we use. It will mobile be creating regional tribunals. And they are many money. This is what your mama is doing. The entire Chief Justice in England. Then I make a chill and come out. Now I say the regional tribunal shall have such appellate jurisdiction relating to the matters described in clause 1 of this article as may be prescribed by law. See you could do high court. Instead of court of appeal. Now could do Supreme Court. Regional tribunal now shall appellate jurisdiction. Because appellate jurisdiction it means Odiwasem we are. What mean from court of appeal? This outside the baho. That's outside the baho. Deje Rollins the creative sa boni we. Ana jo mama person was out to us. Obitenie. Article 142 143. The jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. And ye do asem we are. The courts are in appellate. Ye ka appellate jurisdiction. Ye do asem wo magistrate. Anye yafako. We are no about high court. Na high court to court of appeal. Na ko Supreme Court. But with the regional tribunal, the appellate jurisdiction of the court is given to the regional tribunal. You don't go to court of appeal.
More fire.
It's one of them. You do asem we. Na ka so ko appeal. Abesa ko mo aho.
More fire. The hot na no better.
Edi your mama say nkrofo atweraba. Say wonyi eye omodi. Now, young Article 1433. For the purpose of hearing and determining an appeal within this jurisdiction and amendment, execution or enforcement of judgment or order in appeal, and for the purposes of any other authority expressly or by necessary implication given to by this constitution or any other law, regional tribunal shall have all powers, authority, and jurisdiction vested in the tribunal from which the appeal is brought. So all powers when it comes to appeal, regional tribunal will have it. Edia Jomama be waiting and near Biri Sijino. Now Yanko read petitions in our Modiabano.
Read it.
Justice Tokunu. Now petition number 1. You summarize the petition in your Danny for petition not so. Now you read it. When you have more fire. Aye. The entire Chief Justice, no, or per certain regional tribunals in your Kodima for us. If so many case.
More fire.
And I need for a petition to so. You know, what the petition in the man? What the man more fun to so? Why? Mandani, petition I day. My mom for the radio, you have a year go be. So, petition number 1. Ghana for where you document a free flag star house. The entire Domame, Gina Sudia, Chief Justice, any, when you know, ready be. So, petition number 1, the original one, the Crummy, where you copy text in the Dugu and Yaso near the HMO. Have a year ready. Was it the petitioners known as Shining Stars of Ghana are praying President Mahama to sack Chief Justice, Justice Tokunu, because she requested President Anado to promote 5 judges to the Supreme Court in May 2024. The Shining Stars of Ghana argued that her proposal to promote the judges was in breach of Article 144 of the 1992 Constitution. They make particular reference to Article 1442, which states that Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by the President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with the Council of State and with the approval of Parliament. Enti almost Justice Tokonu petitioner number 1 go be ade o Justice Tokonu aye and enti yenyina di emfiri one say was all recommend say yem promote some 5 justices be. But first of all, if you recommend it is against the law. Dear Parliament, Article 1442. You read Article 1442 or say Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with Council of State. Not just that, and with approval of Parliament. So Ampani Ampa say, Sekufuado, and I say Justice Tokunu, will follow this process. I don't know Parliament approve it.
More fire. More fire.
It will parliament in approve it ade original so from pamono no. Also the petitioners claim that by writing to the president in her personal capacity as the Chief Justice, she had met the grounds for stated misbehavior, an offense that merited the removal from office, since no part of the process to appoint the justices of the Supreme Court admitted of her personal recommendation. Now the omo chere ne say e just ade no kure see you na mo churo krata na ko keke no tienie yenyina so ne from pamo no. Petitioner number 1 when Ajomama say stated misbehavior, so on grounds I betimi dey Chief Justice Oko Supreme Court a constitution the constitution makes it clear so for the independence of the judiciary it won't mean a judge biadi unless it say we merited certain things you be ready. Now go be almost say or chro letter koma akufuado when the agent so the Chief Justice said we school them. Where the Kufadu, your mama so original so the inedi. Now, young reading yanko. Or say Shining Stars Feather. Averred that on 15th October 2024, her ladyship Justice Tokonu presided over a panel to determine the constitutionality of an action by the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Aman Sumani Baben, without hearing him in court.
More fire. More fire.
Was it Yama Speaker? Petitioner, Shining Star, and a Shining Star. It was actually Nidi at the Kingsley Ajay. Kingsley Ajay, where NDC ni papa. Kingsley Ajay, where NDC ni ma papa. Kingsley Ajay, NDC ni ma papa. Kingsley Ajay. It was a Yama Right Honorable Speaker, Ama Court. Ama mekan yinibi. Was it the petitioners claim? The petitioners claim. Okay, that is ex parte motion. You can't ex parte. Go be court no. Emrana ema court kwan no. You free be ex parte motion. Say me ko afrifa. Be say me gi bibi tiawa. Make me akọ court without your presence. Na makọ akọji aba bi tiawo. Etibo wa injunction. Ebu a certain ruling. Why would the can say ex parte motion? Na ex parte motion you free be man ba.
Fire.
Or say no tie nyina so mfa nyina di. Now we was they contend that Mrs. Araba Esaba Tokonu had ignored the Odi Ataram pattern rule of natural justice, which simply translated in English, let the other side be heard. Now, two cardinal principles of law when it comes to the fundamental human right, Odi Ataram pattern, and a normal Judas in Casaso. Odi Ataram pattern says, there are some two obisua, Yencheni Perigui, and Yebusa say, sa case of constitutional interpretation. Now, Speaker Assembly the court a constitutional interpretation which the courts have been given at Article 2:1 the right and power 2:1 and 130 see the action bar only Supreme Court know what to me so to be interpreted o see yentie Abans Mani Babe na no be the Abans Mani Babe court we you na Jomama so wojina so petition you Shining Stars petition and your mama say, why refers to your Chief Justice said any Sija Quachirem Abra one for Abans Mani Babi Ametraho. It yenny. Or see the petition is signed by Chairman and Convener of Shining Stars of Ghana, Kingsley Ajay, and was written on the 14th of February 2025. When you
More fire.
When you see where you go when you see
It's President Yasu.
A good father, your mama shum. We
at the Command Council of State.
at the Command Council of State.
So Munshim.
Or Munshim.
No more advice.
Or more advice.
More fire.
After young Concord petition number 2. The entry you see Jedi. Petition number 2.
Let them know. Let them know.
Your mama no be channel. I'm saying be Hano.
And I be also.
Petition number 2. Allah wallahi. Your mama be Hano.
Allah akbar.
When we just so, yam fra bamba bi yamba. It your grounds for removal. Wait. But the Chief Justice said, Chief Justice Chro Krata Koma Kufuado. Say ye more a year justice be abaso. It ye no so impromote yomo. And there is no evidence that Kufuor the constitution is clear on the procedure in which and our members of parliament or man raise any concern. No about them. Petition number 2. Every ACP Ayamga Akolugo. Now already we have a say. I say also ACP Ayamga. Avi, you ready way. ACP ni assistant commissioner of police. We police ni no say lawyer ni. Ai we ni mumra. An watchro. Eti Yohani, the wajina so. Yohani yamemu, Yohani sempa. Etrem yenu chichemudu. Osi na ACP Ayamga Akolgo. What the petition by? Ni ready petition. Osi assistant commissioner of police. Ayamga Yakubu Akolgo, who is also a lawyer and a chartered accountant. Once the Chief Justice suspended immediately for doctrine evidence, abusing her office, and being discourteous and aggressive towards him in court.
More fire. We didn't come much there and answer or can't say, Chief Justice.
Chief Justice Nemuno, or no, I am Gano. Chief Justice did not and the Chief Justice a doctor a year records of the court. Now the entry were doctor records of the court. Was it COP a ACP Ayamga? Averse that he appeared before the Supreme Court on November 14, 2023, in a case instituted. That is the Republic versus High Court. Secondly, ex parte, also ex parte, Ayamga Yakubu Akolugo. The police officer claims that the Chief Justice was also unruly to him. You guys are unruly as well. Or no, Ayamga is a Chief Justice in Muno. Asking him to stop shouting in the court. Also, Chief Justice catches one during his submissions and without provocation caused his arrest and detention for about 2 hours on the grounds that he was rude and exhibited conduct that was unbecoming of a lawyer.
More fire. More fire.
Now, the entire Efam Pamu Chief Justice, and they said, Mr. Ayamga stated in his petition that the Chief Justice order to arrest and detain him amounted to 1, abuse of prestige judicial office, breach of due process of law, rush of anger, and intended to ridicule and publicly embarrass him as a lawyer.
More fire.
Eti ono Ayamga Chief Justice Tiatiano, Chief Justice catches one guy so shouting. Eti a abuse of the fundamental right. Our Article 33. Among the processes are abuse of fundamental right as a person. You can go through Article 33 and seek redress. You can sue the Chief Justice. You don't sue the Chief Justice because wabayaba. Your mama will be court where your lawyer Chief Justice Tiatiano. Eti yenyina sumfanyi Chief Justice. When your mama so ojina so. When your mama so ojina so the Chief Justice because I am gas a lawyer ni or court. I'm a Chief Justice Tiatiano, a pamono, so it is abuse of one on the fundamental human right. And meanwhile, he won't go on Article 33. What does Article 33 says? It says that if anybody your fundamental right is abused, whether a lawyer, whether you should come to court and come and seek for redress. Or someone seeking for redress. When your mama saw the now for you say curiously, he claims that when he requested for the record of proceedings from the Supreme Court, he was shocked to see that it contained no reference of his arrest or the disparaging remarks the Chief Justice is alleged to have made on record. That to him constitute tampering with evidence and abuse of privilege office.
Hey. Bro, for president.
Wait. Second petition, I know. Was he abusing the fundamental right? One go court. Do you know? And your mama did you know Chief Justice in it? About we are madam. I'm telling you, about madam. No, I'm telling you. Abana bodam. Na me shata me hwe eye you can say Sofa Yakufu, former Chief Justice. Me hwe former Attorney General. You can say Betimodi Drusu. Na ma hwe eye wo mo adenyira ne wo mo wo sa committee so say sa de wo megina so de Chief Justice. Kofi when was so gina so ACP Ayamga Akologo when wo gina so when watchro
the petition
when the petition
more fire
yanko na yanhwa de nani yanko third petition third one and no free Daniel Fori ho
ninti ono so
Ese munu kwa o sem kankan kwa we ni amemwe 3 months in government we say obi na abetro it is 3 years ensem funu kwa na ban ya waba wo bibi papa you are every day scandal we na akodi echi
sem kankan see
we o for third one Abraham kind and Euphoria there. So Daniel Fori, a Ghanaian citizen, alleges 21 instances of misbehavior on the part of Chief Justice and 4 counts of incompetence, which must necessitate the removal of the Chief Justice. Now, was it Chief Justice, among the instances of misbehavior are allegations that the Chief Justice allegedly used 261,890 Ghana cedi of public funds of her private foreign travel in 2023 with her husband and daughter who were not entitled to such benefit. As it stands now, whether ne kunu ne ba no sika we ya wo kaso omudi no so won for evidence bi am was this Chief Justice Yusui. They also spent $30,000 of the public funds as per diem on the trip. Honestly, the Jomama Ejina Sudia Public Chief Justice. Obi, the Jomama Ejina so, and the Public Chief Justice in also, Mr. Ofori further alleges that in the same 2023, her ladyship misappropriated 75,580 Ghana cedi on another trip with her husband and to Arusha, Tanzania, where she also spent $14,000 of accountable interest, which she failed to account for. The petitioner claims that her ladyship Tokunu interfered with judicial proceedings by using operatives of the national security to seize court computers during the trial of St0rm MP, Jachikwesen by the state. Mr. Daniel Fori accuses the Chief Justice of unauthorized way of It is your mama and your Chief Justice. Acquire tribunal. We are petitioning. Obi, the entire you go Chief Justice and your mammy and your petition in petition in any petition. Yayadi Chief Justice and in some years and ya Daniel Foreign, a colo go ne a year omudia. Wait, when are the Chief Justice and you know? Stated misbehavior. Where are you your mama on she? Some funu can say ya. The entire Chief Justice said, and I'm here to get we know you. Nemo mono no kura womu pan say. We saw person mo be a tribunal, regional tribunal. Nobody didn't kwasem.
Monica, sir. Monica.
We know you.
Monica.
We know.
Monica.
Messi the entire be Chief Justice said. Your mama on you serious.
Never.
On you serious. What's the sign you? Obi? Your mama of yesterday wants to sound one. When what did you swap a Chief Justice? So, near way, near my cancan, way, say, liars walk or court in the Atiatiano. John Mahama. Oh, yeah, Nim Guasini. When you were Jana Bompire, because I said, the end of the that's an Indian and so one year. Yes, I know. Me born here. No imagine so. Nanya no go on bed you. Now sorry, dining on bed. Now sorry, dining. One bed you know. Yentina.
Who yan disney? Saku person who fast as no. Now, who yan the Wabaya Bento? Now, who feels that time ya Casaman is now can be. Then some account to be cabby. They were the first see what was your new pain, they were the fancy. Yes. Do I have permanent plus also about the pass? Would you plus over pass? Would you plus over catch a one and so catch and will be a assassin? I saw you catch it. I saw you paying the cry, I'm chairman. Not before the end. To me, you're ready. Yes. One of my memo with the Miracle Johnny, and everybody shall be a sofa. I can say. Sanana one person there was Santimamuha. No one person on a Kunya when they're very careful. Yes. So one person there was Santimamua. No one person on a Kunya when they're very careful. Yes. So when they're very careful. What dear bro, remember the Busia boss said to Yamino me home. Me Jessica to me Jessica to.
Oh, boy, when you share a bush, be a bomb. Answer chief, I said, a grocer baby shirt. Baby shirt, baby Nayoka. Also, I said, you're the member crab or Mukane. We watch it, member, watch it, Tagris. Obekaya, a die a call, you must be Bulldog. One of the boys in the Baya, Obey us who call him Beggy. Bayina, he saw that you've not met a year in Nibia. Sad what it is. It's a women and shares anywhere when you know, Bema boys are good in what's the same. Wabaji assassin, Wabaji. Now, I was saying, one Wajay, a flower shirt, and a chief not a flower shirt. Well, Yama would do. Papa, thank you. And one says, one Wajay flower shirt, and was a pink shirt, about tie. Eddie Abtunafusu. Papa, thank you. So you are or Mubaji, Mubaji assassin. We in Pony. No more who as I see ya and ya. And somebody come and this weekend. What do you mean, that's why your politics. It is a assassination of man this bio. And what he didn't show this in one bar. What bet you, Papa? What bet you? I saw that. Oh, I saw that. As I watch on, and then the Scooby-Doo tries in there. Generous will give you. Baby, you're born a man for your mamma will need a memo phone, a memo cankai, a memo meko, a memo Jenny. 3 months, he nipa who crack a children. Yadamase, Yapon. The Baba Somo, I need to be seen. The Basaba, Yababa Trosso. Saturday. My name still remains Okatakyie Mensa. See you on Saturday. Bye bye.
Omo try be baby. And no, I'm a catch on Sano Patutu. Now NDC station back. That is no Ajua Safo story. And what GH Adobatutu. na just say do a topic for discussion. Adwoa Safo story NDC station in so no Adwoa Safo nye NPP ni enti say e bia ya friend before a disciplinary committee eye masembe ade so kra na information aba say enye ade a ebeba so 3 nights ago and I would say Justin Frimpong Kodia because there are more pressing issues. Okay, story very serious. Now just over the Adwoa Safo die de here and a yob sote wa Adwoa Safo de so yeah Adwoa don't know Adwoa se wante. Yeah, very good afternoon to you Adwoa Safo. Now just say omo chain say can no be bas na ye na divert him amasu na ayubure no obuhu se edo no antentam afe ECG cables hwe na ye ECG matters no kwahia ye krache mo NDC for station na enano de 75 containers no a John Jinapo eho krata eda ho young copy energy minister and 706 containers no enano de omo jai edo ho asam kan so omo de ama attorney general na afi obehwe TV di akwakọ chi eye cables bi egu abobo ya so wo baabi cables that he said there and ya chi cables wa ha police for chi cables wa ha ya chi cables wa masa kwasi prat bese enye cables enkitenkiti say ho asam ye kan we are talking about containers one that was containers 1,300 from an initial 3,000 containers to about 2,500 containers, now about 2,400 and whatever containers. After you see about 1,300, we didn't hear about the 75 containers. Yeah, go baby. After ni no adiano heat no bad. You see the Aquacoma Attorney General so stream. That was it. So TV. And ya cables bakum ye bi wa ha ya ko cables bi wa ha ya cables bi wa cocaine story no yankele ne enkele no chira kopem say ye be answers to a story no. The international community is very much interested. Omo ye interested e wo story no e Gugana edim ase yentina ho mo bi mfa cocaine embesem mabuno and then you see a free bibi wunim red ye ma cocaine embedi ye wo ha already omo pencil ate so bani e wo Ghana ho asem yi ba ye ni aba Ghana ho no ese wani ense o ka kire na ye nya answers kopim se ye benya answers from mpanifo cocaine story no and die o kire Ghana the other team mpanifo no oh we no be munya ya ka ni 2 weeks omo be jaika okay no maka 2 weeks yen ka hwe yen di na yen divert attention omo de amaka ene 2 weeks omo ebe jaika masa kopem say ye behu near Ahmed air ambulance every Grand Canaria small island well noted for a year cocaine matters and money laundering. Eba beyen wo Ghana han. I didn't say jai ho asamka. A brand penny for provided answers bia. Ye gusu bisa. Say ebe ye day wa ha. Ambulance kasi krano. Ebetua. Entukakyu. Ambulance betua. Either there is an emergency. And a betu obi wom ye de obi ko baabi anase ye de obi ba hospital and the ambulance ha e da masase so kra ebetu na plane no ada e drones obi miamia na a whole plane etu afri baabi se waba aba belande ba ko be di 13 days wa ha ba ko di 5 days wa ha na still ye hu ne baba ye e wo Ghana ye te ya de landing gear any tie apai wo wiem to no but 5 days they never be ye and no ye nya ho answers ye Felix Kwachi Ofosu government spokesperson enso bekyerem after 3 days wanye press conference. Felix Kwachu Fusu anye press conference. Ma media no embisa the questions so. Odo akota ni tokro mu baabi no twe camera see so. E no te the swivel chair mu. E no twa ne ho. E na ono kan your person oka. Owie ya no ende no. Wanye press conference ma ensabtwurofo okran kwan ko bisa se da bi ade ye nte ase no watumi ayia no da bi ono ana etwa the video e shede e no twa video da we ye bejai ho asam ka ye ba bejai ho asam ka na me the question da bi bisa there must still ye gusu e bisa questions sa footages pictures Felix Kwachu Fusu e de betre. I want to ask, say airport for time be a plane beba. Yeah repair works no. It move video. Butcher home for the repair works be a ye no. Airport company free. Butcher the camera esiso. A video. A chat time no ni. Boya sad ye manu egina na. Sa footage is there babontin. It plane be a bebiano. Butcher home for ni. Ya repair works wo ho a butwa ho mfoni ana e bia sa na eye norm na moma ye hu na till date Felix Kwachu Fusu anya press conference odo atwe odo ani video and as a camera scene so no video the ho dem after be 3 days Reverend Intim aya press conference no 1 man sub drop when baby sana sub no aka na sub et kill ne hono bigusu ebisa adai and a collaboration with a young Narcotic Control Commission, that's NACOC, Police CID, National Investigative Bureau, Omwa President Mahama Ebu Omudi, sent common Reverend in team and collaborating. Adena bepemne yenti omunka. Ghana Airport Company Limited. Penino Hono till date me one statement on this issue. Adena tisa. Bepemne Airport for Masaiti statement from a airport company. A whole NACOC, Narcotic Control Commission. I don't claim to know all. Say statement every Narcotic Control Commission for ho ababontia. Me pacho bo mami NACOC for but the statement aba. And I mean can be na. A National Investigative Bureau and I before and the statement be about to abontin and a kwekumente ya na police ID for on this med issue over the statement be about to abontin and I mean Tiana government spokesperson Felix and why the video and actually what's the pictures be about to abontin and also contradicting Adie we are talking about 8:23 a.m. flight no 8:23 a.m. any yenim afen your debeto abonte okosha flight number no 864 is it a.m. contradictions and you expect us to stop talking about cocaine? No. International community no take interest and so we are still interested. Na a year Kennedy or say yako me also don't so actual near maybe the Facebook wall or those bisa several questions. There are 1,000 questions. I just say a better idea way. But to be a din airport a yedi na koka yedi obi a yedi information and maybe now jitu if we are because sofumuku and ye no hear you. Ye gusua bisa questions on the cocaine issue no. Ntiede Richard Ajimai is right here on the lawyer. Omo ewa ha yede omo ebeto ato adwene. Now aside that, my country say NDC after say omo ko share Professor Jamponum ko bimensa no Association of Retired Neutrals echi say ededie omu edidi peche nti omu nka Galamsey ho asemu bio ai kobi mensa osu odidi na fuma yema nti odo no Galamsey ho asem de onka bio. Last weekend we who say Professor Jampu ai ade do de oh ke ye declare state of na me say anya no na hia nie bitie sa ye do de hia koda ko organize a university for na organize so mo strike no. And then Professor Jampu wa me say peche wa be efu aboma it is declared state of emergency and yenti abudi ya wo ye beto about go back and organize a you tag for so mo strike on this issue because adiano and tintam. And then we'll delve into a Galamsey issues no. Yeah, now omo accuse NPP of saying and webi and a play out. Osafuma ekoka Aisha Wang wansem say a bread and butter and when fed yanema DAD natem. And then muntaka a repeat say a ye Mutala Muhammad Odonso eka ensem says he say yenshi excavators on previously then okay then okuje to ablaka aka efa Galamsey batesun karma law of karma is playing out. Now finally ansa meko panel no so no na fe bejai ete amomo no just NDC on me hu say bia ya me na etua wokau se debe na abu ene ukra wo phone a me pacho Ghana Free Zones Authority o de ko mu Facebook wo Ghana Free Zones Authority ko mu Facebook wo na ko kan asembia edaho eye Ghana Free Zones Authority on Facebook wo and the citation be you see a free Akunini Global alumni and no more to me paste and as somewhere post a one page. Now why am I interested in this? NDC are buying from January 7th till date. By how many months any? Now we'll call on page Ghana Free Zones Authority CEO your friend Dr. Mary Ewusi. Dr. Mary Ewusi, President John Dramani Mahama Ebonidin on the 24th day of January say onko act as CEO Muntieni. On the 29th day of January, and a Ghana Free Zones Authority for a welcome Emma Dr. Mary Ewusi, our President Mahama Abonidin, Obama Kwaba, Emma Nakunya, it's Nasu Ewejumen. Fast forward, February 6, 2025, and a Dr. Mary Ewusi. Ayabonidin as CEO. Okoshia the board chairperson in the person of a year Honorable Lisbeth Ofuswejare, or the Minister of Trade or another Minister of Trade, if I'm not mistaken. And from February 6, Krana Okoshia board chairperson, Bapemene, just about 2 months. But Bonsha citation yede airborne abaso Kufuado at NDC 8 years Central Region obuye statue mano then na Ghana for anchor mabe ya tiwa adudankwa iyokofo eye bust bi man. Well, many condemned it but odon otna iyoko for 2 years no mo say eye bust man. You might disagree, say baby or boy, no, the na enye. but muntie letter no be kan wi a na afi be ba eye be lawyer e de agiman so obi oba ya 2 months ye hu adwuma waye no tie letter and the Ghana Free Zones Authority at the atobu page national say adwuma ben and a Dr. Maria Wusiba ya waya ya trust ade ma we dia to the page ho e dia ba no make kind in time and I read the Ghana Free Zones Authority GFZA into brackets is pleased to announce that its chief executive officer Dr. Mary Ewusi has been presented with a citation of honor by the Akunini Global Alumni in recognition of her appointment as CEO and her exemplary contributions to national development and her exemplary contributions to national development. Now it continues. The citation acknowledges Dr. Ewusi's unwavering dedication to excellence. You know, her commitment to promoting Ghana's industrial transformation and her visionary leadership in advancing the strategic objectives of the Free Zones program. As CEO, Dr. Ewusi continues to spearhead initiatives aimed at attracting sustainable investment, enhancing export competitiveness, and positioning Ghana as a preferred destination for industrial and commercial growth. The authority congratulates Dr. Ewusi on this well-deserved recognition and reaffirms its commitment to supporting her leadership as the Ghana Free Zones Authority works to fulfill its mandate of driving economic growth and job creation through export-led industrialization. Dr. Badabe, then and why the Free Zones were NDC Ashanti air bomb wabaso 2 months more bomb wabaso obiatna kunyanso 8 years enyo no nkofo na ya de e hye de boyam ma biti wade ye de hye de moya Ghana fo binom se obontina 2 months mponi number tenase 4 years ewrade eni abaso bode no ebeba pa. Just by the way, just thinking aloud. But right about now, maybe a year lawyer Evans say Bibia Daddy.
Radio Domnia was your phone pipe.
And they say, a ban be the BB boy, and now be the idea be born, now proceed ya, yatressa on fastener. And the other can say, boy, fear versus NT AC. Court to decide, say, so a ban be, and also be. Ya di country mrebi actually procedure bia was say offer so next one fast procedure no so dia why bia invalid and the time omo na mane na nka omo ya omo ne manyina awie ya na nka chief justice na nka okokot no akobo ni nyina atoagu na anam say chief justice oni mmara no nimu de no fee say memenya boni bia beta nipa na ahye da person oyi me free honti and na chief justice requested for copy of the petition because copy of the petition no person principle of fair hearing there be a cancer or the St0rm pattern rule jumano and the chief justice person would not copy no trauma say would name the away it didn't be aware was to say the be in a debia or better respond not in the BBA kama now we need them any one say obey the fair chief justice are buying crackers were in a diarrhea or better challenge buying because my many determined sana mehuno if you say me or say bonsu lawyer or say bonsu kama ye din because law no technicalities wom it be one man when you asamba sampa yan koso but a kwanya offer so aban e bi kura oban uni capacity na adeba e hono na mabdi kan bo wato atwansa na asam kro no kra no e jaba sa yem koso
but for those omo feel say ade no council of state a woman a president appointed by 11 out of a members of the council of state intino e bia or upper hand no who say e be easy sir
yeah me who say unim say e wo say so here the filter community na ya de amano ne say on filter na say ekoba o hwe te say uyi other justices of the Supreme Court a chief justice no na e determine prima facie no and the prima facie na chief justice no but a cobas chief justice in the say or no moment the ye in a dia any party to me na man or no president in the other politician. But other justices of the Supreme Court no be in the Article 146 not at the 2 mina bema president, but other justices of the Supreme Court na the chief justice ne expert. And is a chief justice in the Muna establish a prima facie na, and our 2 committee among my Munoma establish a prima facie na. Chief justice no, and Yama of say at the end about infirmity of mind him. And here 1 ground, I would equal at the end amounted to misbehavior, at the end amounted to incompetence. Sanyama with dear Ben Yaman Abu say I can be incompetent, sorry. A ye Nipana no keka or the bacan na say, or can say misbehavior Nipano. Where Muadi Anas and Juba DB and Kuya, a DNA near Manobia, a Chrese. It is Supreme Court net the same be Chief Justice no one has so be brought by ye. It ye other justices of the Supreme Court, a Chief Justice no, or any BBA or any Pepe, and what media because you're expert. But a non Chief Justice need the old Baba be in the or no ye na politician being some, which is the president. And the president no. Or consult with members of Council of State na no anno committee no mu wie ya na o ma establish prima facie no say ampa me hunu bibi o munti ye mfanyi no e de na ogina so a odi hu no na chese constitution na ho lacuna e bi ho because ente sa ban bia ba so ompe obi a e ho na ka chief justice so hu say sa lacuna na wo ho no enti wa hwe yi a politician bi betimi de medaachi e di agoro because chief justice ne nya boni nti obetimi ayi me afiri ho nti dia wasa me ye ne say ma me nye din na prima facie na okwa establish no eje twum case no Professor Dateba Supreme Court judge wa chirichiri mu ekwan a obefa so a wo de be establish prima facie case no it is a prima facie evidence no wa chirichiri mu it is a wo hwe ne sa anya sa kwan na omo fa so a na chief justice na kwa ye din okra petition no omo ma obi it na say obi amfa kwa adu bia mebo na wa ye din na president na ya o say o mahu prima facie evidence intimi you. And to we are now walk or court, walk or boning.
Okay, I know a different strategy,
technicalities.
And strategy.
And procedural impropriety into one for procedure was or the removal, so I'm a copy no boning out to a now many. But we know, I'm a man requesting, and so no man so shame no. A man who is a winning namra. It after now bring me copy the and just a plan is a unsu be me did that.
When I said
what I say,
open call for bench is saying this
that is so.
And young
now get my mema almost person establish parallel courts, sa tribunal.
Yeah.
In this parallel court no. So almost establish and let us almost the woman call for NDC for and a judges. More na appointment or and then yam one was say no be catch them say and answer assassin Juma di na CBMO. Yes. Say boy o say moye nti judge be catch wo no na no an say yi wadi what you say say kwan be fa so a be nya nipa ni bi dia kwahye ho as ye judges
yeah because tribunal no so no
that is so in this tribunal no jumadi a
gold board I stand for correction but gold board there I think say it has a better tribunal committee say you know I stand for correction
yes. But me then read the forum cry betimi akọ it is a tribunal no mo be establish a tribunal na no mo the NDC for a lawyers ne omo judges ne akọhye ho was a tribunal no so no won say na oye ne high court nyina epe o eti no mo do mo nkrofo akọhye ho enti omo do mo nkrofo sa regional tribunal no ne ade enti omo do mo nkrofo hye ho a na che so mo gidie ne say asem kọ ho a ye be die ade ama wo mo Paul fi say obi so petition say yenyi poama JS in free ho but ora poama JS a oye Supreme Court judge na ni judgment bi na de bebe bia wo kan e kama eti enya wanwa say se won so se poama na mo tete ne say mo pese bia mo yi chief justice we na mo de poama so ba be hye ho a obi so petition e ko se poama so ono so incompetence ne ne ma bi nti ono so yemfanyi ne free ho but the point is sa parallel court na wo be establish no a better one we say judge we were MPP ni and judge we were NDC ni. If it's a judgment no the balance so if you say who disagree with the now you dissatisfied with the judgment it in your appellate court your court a di animu it is a court to be of first instance am from so and also di asem no we ni ama wo a na anasa wo hwe mbra na okan na mbra na wafom a wo betimi ayeden atoa so na wakọ court atoa so na te wakọ akọje atentene ne afiri ho eti enam se moye mo adwen se mo open applications na mo de ama judges bi na judges bi aba no mo na ba betena court to be no more the assembly so much their favor NDC for and then very dangerous for this country because judiciary no and about already article 127 now akyerɛ sɛ judiciary no mu yɛ mu dwumadie bia ya judges na any kwan sɛ interference bia ɛkɔ. It is the same Chief Justice ya amend article 146 na ni gidie ene ne bobre ene bibia gina president ne nsam. It is a president ne because Council of State no omo atoto abebebre omo ankasa force so aba no ya ma nipa besese no eto omo ade nipa akwa gina no wa wini ana wa member of Council of State. Enti ewie na Council of State ne ma dwene won say yensake wa. E de na kire say misbehavior bi ana we incompetent. Ma me ne yekoto aba no wa ma obi anto na aba na. Obi adi 18 years awa ma na nkoto aba. Chief Justice no hwe abato no so ana. Ana Chief Justice wo de atentene ni bi atenchia bi aba we di asem di abua NDC 44. Because cases are court in NDC for the bimbi, maybe so di for Nancy Akra, or the Accra High Court, Assem Bikoi. Chief Justice Empana, Yina Montanasono. And Nippon International, you were MPP for Cross among comma, Yanfa Quine Passo and Sevu NDC, NDC, so young concourse warm. So the point is, a dear Ben Pana Mamena ya and 2 pesos remove no. Now, no, so yes, will be the Biswako electoral commissioner, or also your PC in and Negus say, no, a baby aba. Onusu be electoral commissioner because NDC also me very careful because in fear 9 near their mom 4-year mandate so man you very careful they be do baby no they be hunu ne say in fear 9 and China abo say Japan and California mom ye ni nyina no they be do baby am nipa bi nso they wo de ye wo no so did the same thing be ye because you say the ba ne say ye bo wura fia or notice ni ababa bi wura ni ya lutu nyina ye say national security so the point is and consider na move jai sa
I wouldn't want you
me church warrant I would go fie nyina ma church dem wa eti kwambe so na fa so awko me say nyon wanwa say the next time see akoba omia ne security fear the next time ba omia na fie ne ebeko Godfred Odame wonti enche ubohu so no so mbeko no ono abo Godfred Odame eti de omo ye ni nyina che say adeti ne enko NDC for fie ne enko ka se oman ana sa aircraft ne ba lande ya yini baabi a adekurunti obe lande ya na denti na san krofo na e ma kwan ma ne be lande ye nkobubu omo dan ni enkonkwohwe what I say what is good for the goose is good for the gander what I say enti ade bi wo no ma wo ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enti we ne resetting no enti we ne 24-hour economy no because o man ye de ahye wonsa ana o man chekere no nyesa na ye chekere o man because we so hunu se de wo ye bia no from until oda Infi na beso amo aban akọ ama aban foforo aba enti ese bia wo betwa bia sa aban bi ba na otua wo so ka o rebe ho what you say now ministers are point to wo no mo rebe ho enti dem kan say Chief Justice why ade pi say o chiro koma no person ma me person o che say onimra no onimde ba na me person ma me ya ahwe yie kakra ho because minimra minimde utranye ya politicians so obesake but the point is no public na beka ho asem so wanya ade se wasake wo na obi ehunu ebia na ma me so akra no o pese se mo ban ma adwesem be yi na o follow mra no hu se mra ne sei na eka na owi a na se wo sake ne kra wo hu se wa follow mra wa defend ne ho what you say na se nka memene ne dia nka mete because mra no so yetete so only lawyer bisia no de ade ba obete no no ahwe se kwan ode ba no wa fom mra no no ode ba na wo gina so na de keke asem na to agu technicalities nkwa unya na no bribu an ono no ye nko substantive matter no so technicalities asem no nkora bate na wo ho nketenkete no obekeke a mfie miensa mfie dunia ni sa asem no nwie what you say enti Chief Justice na wo so oto no bo no hwe an nka Muhammad Digu procedural impropriety na nkode ko bonsem ni nyina atugu
Mate meda say lawyer Evans no meda say setting the pace for today's discussion talk Ghana jumedie so edie na ye kwa kopem se no nsia ebebo ye de ho no na e chance ye wodi se lawyer de watena senkwa de ye behwe no de nim die a okosua no law school no or the
court because I think I was said the word high e kura me so me ya no say fast track court so I'm pass no mobody fast track high court but mo kwa kotro no match no fast track court what you say enti no kura challenge enti o me enko so ye wie e kura say time a saa de ni si ye no kura no man nsa me ye mra bia nto say ye bone eno so challenge no kopim so challenge saa kopim say the way be the Chief Justice there
even command application the Republic versus
Republic eno kura no ba ko kura mo chiro no anom ko cho say Attorney General versus right atuti kata eno se na okoy no se na me Attorney General no de me ni asem bia What is a republic na me na so when no do be the office one yes am afia work no editor na Akufo-Addo the whole judge the whole lawyer na Akufo-Addo ono mo ka control attorney general versus Chachuchi Kata obi o one office one type what dey no head abo ni sa
it one should be year
ultimately what about two gunzo say technicalities no ta kujina so say causing financial loss to the state.
Yes.
Melebi wo mu say ajisenko wa mo obi amane wo nya second advice.
Yes.
But ono obo obi amane enni mu nipa mbaji tunzo obo na ma.
Ana woni just say preso de to so say na wa woni mu so say enye chat owura nanado na ne wanya problem. Enti wo ba no o man court na so ba enti woni mu say republic na mu wanfonso na ye bokrata na ye omu. Enti say say mo de ba say montunwa ye gina so bogu a enye yie.
But enti ya hwe said ya ade no ebekro na ya hwe said ya bekọ akọwi ajima brabwe
double ke mame fanchi ama busiafo magimre ehwe wuntumi efidikasie enu we will get more of the answers than say ya be prese ya hwe nti mame fanchi ama na we be bi obia mame fanchi ama na bedi akire time without number say wuntumi eye MPP eye wuntumi nti da bia ya koyi nkutudwa enu maye I to say yapam kajiti atutubutom ni bio idi. It was only when Ghana decided see the kwa Japan and yaji kakra edi abeyi bibi eni nya nkontompo fo ne double for ka kire say ade no kra di womu eya fa about 4 billion ade ne yakwaji 500 million meanwhile no mko abucha no mkwaji de tontare ebro moyire no muma ani yini mohwe enti even in Japan it was not any mguase for Ghana. But omampanyin John Dramani bi di ade bosume miensa peni ende mkuasie chinchirinchi pa oman ye kumuno enye o ahomete areho wo ye Ghana ni ama wo renho sa ko kinsem we se wa ma wo ranho a menim because ti se ofro airline se utu konya kwa abrochira o te de mecho se offer American Airlines ifri Accra se odi ko US uduru ya se moye nipa 400 mpo na mo aircraft no so mo ni 20 minutes ni ama mo nyina euro mo ni ma de kurentira because American Airline for no se omo ba na omo ba be load okotoka omo wodo all Ghanaians of na wo mo anga America for na kasa dum table bi so Ghana for table kro mo mpe na wo mo yo immigration procedure ni bibia omo ye wie na omo ma atwo mo de mo ko furo aeroplane na uduru ho no mo a they don't talk to you uduru ho no ma na am se odi American Airline ne bae no ehwa uduru ho no ma no waje no stamp na woko kofu Ethiopia anase any other airline Nigeria for was ne hwade oguru ho ye be woro ho nyina nsa no wako enti so o man ye de cocaine sem ne sa ne ma ne tagewa enim guasia ye famu akwantu mu no dobuki enyemre I have traveled to Albania ye ma me gina gate for almost 2 hours I even thought to see e be sign me say obi amakoje meni da akukuru papa so come on Albania 2 hours no me gina chire airline na me de ko e no e muni panyina akọ na foforo aba ne muni panyina akọ na foforo aba ne muni panyina akọ na mdatu gina because me frigana na event
the security
yes they will have to check and double check enti ako kin sensi mu ya de frafra Ghana no enye mrewu eye ni mguasie sorti enti yenya ni yakohye mra ada ye share history brewers bill any freedom to information right to information bill NDC for celebrity yana meboa when they were 137 in parliament say wo na share am ya right to information tisesi aye ko ide obi a bitimi anya information ena nyame aye yadom ena yenya saade we say your history brewers act e wo hono ana lawyer meboa obi ti asemo a owo kwan se wetimi call about security agencies amane security agencies no kra mbe protect the person's identity woman
anti-money laundering
law act nyina so enti double K member of parliament the parliament as an institution no omu dwumadi a omu di ne say omu ye oversight responsibility over the executives anamebwa womu na hwe executives no so said de be ya bobi bia mo ye no eno oman ne mra ne oman ne ntotoye ebe ko pepepe enti member of parliament enya intel say elu prebi ene ye ya o ye ni okuruma no mo no enso ani what did they make no nese onu wo ye press conference e di to dwase elu prebi ene ye bi a ye no enso ani a minimum nkrofo a omu okuruma no nipa bebre English omu copy omu ansua. That is not an allegation. What did they do? It's a reportage on a suspicious character. It's not an allegation. Allegation there, you level against somebody. What did they make? There's a suspicion. There's a suspicion in the air. And the Nipana Junior and said, "Debbie, I deal with me and you should." What did they do? The assembly will come, you know. Will come here, you know. A yenema, you know. And I said, the security agencies in India come with Tribo more.
So a ranking member for parliamentary defense and interior
committee and why member of the foreign committee.
Yes.
Enti waka asemi wiye enema mienu na mohwehwe die di kan ni say asem na waka ye no sesu ni say eye ampa enukure bi wo mu anase enukure bi nim. If it is found say enukure bi wo mu anase enukure nim a anase if it is found say enukure wo mu a what you do ni say hwanum na hye akiri sa de ni siye what did they make sure no enti Reverend Tim for wa akiusu ubia what did they make sure no so we ya de ni wie no omampanyin direction say wa direct say ye investigate case no was a means praise priority. In the first place, woman penny one cast higher suspect. As a kind no, obi or man will be higher suspect. Until the security agencies able to be determine who and who were behind those things, and if possible, if they were and yama boni bia adene ye no ye nyina wo man mu bia obi higher suspect. In the head na baako for eko ka kire obi say me na wo na wo direct obi so nwiem enye na wo so direct obi so nwiem wo class wo so otena ho because kwan na elupre ni fa so a e ba kurum ha no no
ba so no na first gentleman
enye no ko untie South Korea for to president South Korea for to
but the first gentleman of the republic
allow
chief of the
allow institutions of state to work me see asem na aba no obi ha suspect because elupre ni kwan e fa so obi si kurum ha no no eyi tumi kese bi edi akiri ene betimi ama elupre na be land sa land no land ye no enti allow the institution of state to work even including Reverend Tim for John our council no ebetimi aba se ono ana wakoye bibi no wasan afa akiri ebi a yesisi no nti no wafa akiri beteto ana ameboa enti anybody any other body can be a suspect enti ewe yenye madarity bia the police service is a police service umedi wo mampanyin na no me police service NIB umedi wo mampanyin na no me NIB no mbo ho na yoku umedi ya yin na no mbo ho allow them to use their experience and expertise omode ebeye enhwemu e wa asem no mu nese ma masa de na ankoso nese ekoba de akoba ya senka security agencies for no pa wo mu yo madwuma ya anko senka fele squad tufusu ya chiro
government spokesperson
eko si ya chinde dada because Katela omu ye adwuma of Venezuela Katela omu wo Mexico Katela omu wa yino omu suban pepepe na fele squad tufusu ye no
omu suban na yete
omu hu obi a opese wote ade no to a no magye asem na bo mani omu koko it is either they do you or you keep quiet. What did them journal? It is said Subana fellow squatu for su yeno. Ubehuno Venezuela, Ubehuno Mexico, Ubehuno Colombia. Nabaku for no Giatan and Yasadia bo man na ebano. Who is Kwatu for when it comes to intelligence and security?
He's the government spokesperson.
But a Juana about the information ma by you. Yamfa information ma by you. Me say obi a suspect was including a buying executives know why you everybody is a suspect. Ye hunu koke is you have no police for who. Ye hunu bi. So everybody is a suspect in this issue. And the national investigative bodies no na also mo kan mo tiri bo ho. No mu ye adwuma na said ye also mu ye. Na wo mu e kire say ade na ba na yesi ni se afi wo mo se ono reverend team fodwo e na enko provide proof are all provided they akọ henefa yesi elupre ne besi ye no oba ofiri ba bia ofiri a oba ye no koke hu dwadie ene nubone hu dwadie no e wo ho no money laundering nsem no e wo saa kuru no so dodo ena elupre no otufiri ho no no a oba akotoka no elupre nta anye saa. What did they mention? No? Say only authority, only special authority we are. Fries does not do that. Me na me ko Santiago. Oh, your friend say Chile. Ah, me for Ethiopia Airlines. What me fra Accra, eko Addis Ababa. Ah? What me fra Accra ko Addis Ababa. Ade chinye no a what me fra Addis Ababa eko Santiago no. We flew from Addis Ababa to Lomé. Lomé no be refueling. Ufri anu, ufri Accra ko Lomé how many na ko tu yan ko ankoye refueling Lomé. Alu pre won timi ntum firi o man so enkosu obi man so without special authority o. Alu pre flight bi abefa bia o ko nukurum first or on hop. Enye sa agise o special authority to do that. O for Nigeria Airways Saudi ko UK wo tu Accra pe wo do ko Mutala. Obekwa ko si Mutala first. And san wa fly from Mutala to UK to London. So offer Ethiopia Airlines wo ko US wo tu fra ha no ma ebi anko ko US wa ewo ha mewa US wa west part of the world enti enko tu free Accra so ko US is about 11 hours to New York. He flies back to southern part of Africa, Ethiopia or eastern part of Africa. That's about 6 hours 30 minutes. And son was in Yakotu and the Wakotu free Ethiopia hono I fly all the way. If you are my this was stop kwem or no be a special arrangement it is Togo no more or minor security arrangements here lose kakra no my arrangement no must work for refueling no must send to what was so flight now one year Spanish flight sa Canary on anya hona sa airmed no wo a US company ena ono wa ba Canary ho oba Canary ho no what me fly from Canary ho to Accra straight without going back to the US. It is suspicious.
Not just like a free Santa Maria. No.
I was
free Santa Maria on the 19th and called Grand Canaria. And free Grand Canaria back or back a year Ghana on the 20th.
Yes.
From Ghana back to a year Grand Canaria. Now who is
no, France does not do that unless they have special arrangements. So, enti adiana omo ye no. Enti ase enim. Again, sa oil any tire best ni ho ahwani na omo kekeka no. Eno kura make asem no west. And engine blade na ho ahwani na ye. He elupre e use 2-stroke engines. Right? The principle of operation and is a 4-stroke engine. That is why se ba kunya mistake yetimi converting easily to the order. And I hope I say we to elupre brader yentuni tie. Because braiding has nothing to do with where the ties are. Engine is located in the wings. What did they mention? No? And braiding we wings ni mu a braiding ebo animu ha ye. Ah? And tie yi she deck nasi. And it's open so to a loop ranger for to open so to why would you remove the ties? And a sample for you say
about your tie best.
Double key.
And a problem with the landing gear.
Sample for no me cocaine is any money man. Obi en ho no so cocaine or the good contain with the na nata if you for
and only answer bono. Now say the gallon ya the sellotape the cocaine of pharmacy ye besi dem
then house wa edigu kantemu edifri et say dem na nata free kokobin ba anye sa na ye no alupre no cocaine ho nsensem no wo mo trick yen to won fa ho say sa gallon ne ho anwani no betimi di agum aye sa akọ
na sa ba ko mo che the street so na ye say na tie ne dey go so sand
yes on fa so betimi astop for alupre ne ties no with those things because a loop time once a loop move a compartment kokushim na alako enti obetimi aye saade no enti suspicion dia bebrebe wo honom a obi a betimi aka say there is suspicion enti alupre be lande na ato an so ka kire me say what to tire alupre say ye crash landing na there's a cockpit alupre enti say akra ba so se pilot ni be si forma wakasa kire mo amwo plane mu even one in the queue nko akra de wo mu a obeka kire mo say manya emergency I'm landing in the next 5 hours and in the next 5 minutes and we be antenna say no money seat belt so that we can land here and do this. Why are you not praying that to us now? My pictures fellas go atu ofosu we dey na anu ya na ate valanda so di tea bread nti unim say e nkra na egu ga na unim number of times we be after pray. Why are you not praying the voice of the you know
that is how come to be play.
Yes, it can be prayed. It can be prayed. Now try the crazies episode investigation. Allow them to do it. Why not the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority? Emeyano na abai nebeyano. Ade.
Na sa pani ya yinadi. ADAC ya JCA ya yinadi. So they no more hide you. Pam ya yinadi.
Sa secret na beba out ni. No mo share
ya yinadi.
Edi say we
no special ya samba light off.
What the catch there say? Alupre no a ebebesi ye no. Edian mo for this. Reverend Tim for also has proven beyond reasonable doubt. Say Alupre no and ya for this eko Angola. And a bad for D.
Na be senior. So mo catch Reverend Tim say on no burden no one so improve no. You see your burden of shift.
Yeah.
In law your burden of shift. So if there is onus like I want me how say I was say me prove.
Yeah.
Now me prove say indeed flight be landed in Ghana this time.
Yeah.
There was a suspicion say na flight in cocaine e dey e wo mu a moment a obeka sa no bed ne be shift yakọ enipa a o challenge o say asem na wo kan nya no kore no to rebut their wo kan say nti bed ne be shift yakọ say enipa no so ese ono no betima be kire say indeed flight be ansi wa na flight no so na cocaine nya den enim you see na also who say Ghana so yeah among the international community a respected member of international community and your treaties with all the international communities. They say we call to say UN.
Lawyer, what about me man wrap up na membra because you have so much to others.
So say the lawyer okay. Yamfa say me burden of proof no kla me hu say e was say because he has not accused anybody. He has not accused anybody. What trigger the right to your friend say information. Yes, and what the aka asem say asem no say no hu. What kind no so no wa ma verifiable justification to indicate the direction he was heading towards. But bia na ono ka say na dwene ye say dia wo mo ye na ho no mo keka kono. Enyema wo mo keka ene obi a wonim the how cartels no e operate ni nyama nema ni nyina no. Eni sansam no ye pe. Of course, ebi ana ente sa anase ebi ana etisa. Enti afi na the experienced men ya tre wo mo ewo oman mu as security agents nacops any who are no mo nkasa wo mo ena wo say ye ja mo ye o madwuma independently na okay ye ni krom ha no mo ena almost everything bia na ebeka bia no na NDC for ka kire say yen set independent commission of inquiry bipartisan. What has happened to that and na de Reverend Tim for Jomum, and Yama police and as will be inviting say on Womla. Why are you not setting an independent commission of inquiry? Nayama express and Concotinaso. Now, woman, na commission if I report to ma say assembly can no crown as a
proposal joint a press a use by majority is there be a brain almost a debby. Yam pedesa. So, enti Maza, assembly Kakrono. Womo Yamana ya cray, Sagana, Womo Dan Venezuela. But me call ya but still no crowd. The outstanding so a February the na ye chi involving a former PC of a former NDC parliamentary candidate and 350 million there still yeah answers and so some year person you brush it or sweep it under the carpet but Mesaba also on that same way lawyer me my job me
that's it now Keke in fact so here minua we expect pa
what flight the hobby
so your flight
that Gran Canaria how call that
Marco Spain
that was
Marco Spain that I'm going Gran Canaria
I so cause what to one call
Marco Spain about me
okay
so said there OC church nneema mu a asi fa for flight ne baby na tie ne nneema nyina hyehye na otumu say in fact sanki to commission of inquiry omo make impartial na omo be faithful and impartial report e dia fa ho anka o say de ne ka ho pa because by virtue of article 278 of the 1992 constitution sa commission of inquiry no e makwan say ubetu sa commission of inquiry a e be make full faithful and impartial what inquiry into the matter of that alleged flight na elande Ghana no a constitution na amantina na da bia so beka na MPP wo so no na filosofosu kwache no ne sami jamfinu yo mase yanya commission of inquiry ne emfanya nhwehwemu na security agencies nyina wo man mu sa commission of inquiry e ma ban kwan so betima appoint independent commission of inquiry by virtue of article 278 of the 1992 constitution na ye sa nhwehwemu we na keke the yeme wanwane say Ghana ye respected member of an international community and per the protocol ye laws international community no wuntimi nya illicit drugs emfam free o ma ba kum emfam land o ma ba sa wa country bi abeso so sa na ma so bia no o international communities will become the reason being that say keke the man ba san say one say ye woni pa bi a sponsor terrorism ene ne ma Al-Qaeda ne ma no ya na allegedly I say drug dealers we no na ekuta sika kase o mutimi de sponsor omo ye tuate dom edit tia o man bi beto sha o man bi so ebe kunkum president ne nipa bi sa international communities ne
extremism
yes extremism in democracy na say aban bi ni obi ni hyehyɛ ya sebe se bia okoji sika bi free country bi so ana okoji sika bi free nkrofo bi hode ye campaign a onso so sa na ma we so say flight intimi free na two free baby na Babylon dum say ne tire ba stay hwan na ye na wa be kan sa atra na de ato na de ko abraye ntimi hu reason ti a elande ye na enipa na obehunu sa asem ne kan no ene na menu akan say omo oversight responsibility in team fojo and he's a reverend minister oversight responsibility no san ye committee member or daso defense and interior committee
Senke ni so kana bonte security matters and go to me raise
security matters because ono kra no hia se bed no on prove ni nyina o on oversight responsibility no bi betim kra ka chance flight na aba na bibi wo ne dia ne so de betu dwa and all kind of might or you use the word might na chese e bitima passe na cocaine ni ma bi gum to might no kro use ye no apomto say sa oversight responsibility no de aba no ene ye hwehwe de ntia flight ni timi adenti na awa we na timi de ba adenti na beduru ana light nyina dum adenti na nipa ko obehwe ami ehunu no kure wom no yasake na yi na firi ho e de ntia aban bi ba yatini din sa wo sa na ma we so won say mere bi cocaine na da na konkonte so e wo Ghana o my way m cocaine da na konkonte o ma no mu ye in charge na sa krofo ni bi wo di bere wa aban mu sisi ya bi sa o kan na kire say wa wo be kan no ho ahi but no na Ghana for so mpe nti sa press na ye kan no ene 24 hour economy na ye kan ho asem eno ne sa anadwo na ebedum kanea na flight bi allegedly so the cocaine na gum no aba be land on my way what since against international community laws because UN convention in the answer I just say yes so sa
it must be properly investigated
now pursuant to article 278 no I also appointed commission of inquiry independent normal yes no and all diplomatic countries in nyina e wo so mu nyina timi ambassadors etimi ebedo mo hwene bebo mu boa emi etimi inquiry se hwehwe mu etiman mani age abugina poso e ho se watimi atwro e de akoma one of the embassies ni bi se omomwaye no mu nyina amfo mani emra mehwe because flight ne two free ba bi na eba any free country bi na eba anti country free ho no omo leaders enso nim ho bi eti ba bi free here ne ba bi e be land ansa na ba bi e san be land finally wo Ghana no sa countries ni nyina betima aboaye enna sinya kan say enkomo mu di ni wo mu nyina ye recorded a betima play
But lawyer, wait there, let me bat in. To play the devil's advocate, yeah, let me tap at the camper. Obi baby say, yeah, how to say. What NDC if we are almost say, oh, dear, now Reverend Cano and Yano Crack. Now, dear, over the pictures are back. Now, here, Felix Quacho for su video, Coshe, Kukuam, one bedroom was a if I not take a recorder or air catching or say aviation security for inspector and I before inspector. Why not cock for home invest almost a body inspector and sana. Flight in our call mobile crowd, but and all the pictures are but tiny engineers they were horrible it was the problem.
And philosopher Kwache or no or your knuckle boss as on a answer
or a government spokesperson.
So your government Okasama Baya a bino crassi young to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama into Commission of Enquiry now Omuhim. And then I won't answer question. Then what is the essence of Ukutusa committee in a somum? So I will answer the Bemasa idea. Who be the being say, President Bessan Kutusa commission is a commission in Sam with him. Because already with the answer, baby, one Casa government, one rogated to self say, with me answer question, because what's higher, several aviation hall, yeah, Juma, when the boss.
So I can't send passenger investigation here. Then they want to make an example of Reverend Intim Fojo.
You see, so the target is to get Reverend Intim Fojo arrested. A 10-year-old was an NCB, one some head that in Trobiaton, so any other no matching. Because philosopher quite some betchy, Reverend Intim Fojo. So I know Ankasam Panahuanqua. That means that almost try some big no
lawyer no wiki we dem pacho e no kula no a isi no lawyer we dey o how na we lawyer ni say president anu as executive instrument
that is so
the president be na no kasa mra
yeah
enti wo mampanyin ese yen hwehwemu na o mampanyin wo minister of state e be ka kire say enu hu hia wa breach the constitution
eno kranka wo say sack no
he has to be sacked Felix Kwachofusu.
Because by virtue of Article 50,
sometimes was your friend, or your friend. Meanwhile, reverence was your own friend, baby.
By virtue of Article 57(3) of the 1992 Constitution, President the mouth to me, and son I did you are watching my when he didn't. And it's a president now, my old fellow so for Sukwache, as a casa dia, and a wokasa. Now, no president in a 2 commission no money fishimu. Nyemfa no craning to ya. Let's a wow about to say who here. No some because next only president no contradictory statement.
Let a president brief.
Let us a president brief and one say 15 year maka some letter because where I can e din say ye bi na eba Ghana so because e ko ni nyina be kasa Ghana ya be pointer ye dey drug trafficking. Illicit what drugs. It dey happy sa no a countries bi ade na ni ba be Ghana. It's a basa bossing or dear na upo a minor chess a basa udin sa protocol na ye wono sa convention na ya yen hye ya de ensa kwahase nyina no asotwe bi a wo bia no yenya sa records na no mine ye de mai na mimi no mienu na be sofa because omo ti wo sesi ano omo de sa abire omo fomfa o oye minister de bia ye woni pa oba be hu no office o di sika be he nsem ebi je nyese bribe no monje omo guso e ji bi offices it is ade be chi no na ne bottom ana ne bank account ayema. But me no mienu na the punishment be a mass state na yen be sofa keke eti ade bi won ma ni kwan se di president no o ma clear na ehunu se one ne philosopher su kwa chini mu nyina o ma hunu se we de reverend team for joy da ase se watimi ayi asotire wo sa ase we on ye to commission of inquiry on hwehwem within shortest possible time no mfa mu ayemra na the good people of Ghana ehunu se no kure ni esa e ka me esa ban bi ba da bia na e be ho keke ma men kan se mi mfa me wura mu nkyerɛw e bi ni se nyina ye bom pipe e de ma o my penny yes abo bi so my vice president but ye beti bia ababy ba ya as a vice president ewu and I say president why ye mre wate ahwe stroke ya kye ya fly ne de kwa ha ye yanso ya beka say UG hospital hospital e beti ma hwe obi anti ni kwa say fly o my penny bia na say ban mu obi o ye titiri bia de ne kwa abrochire de kwa no ye vice president ya re kakra ne da social media as a vice president no wawu why say eye adepa e man na die tisu na ban ba ku bia ba sa asem no no kwa na yete fi say this is the first time I dey vice president oye oba a che say be very historic amayen amia record amia hu say vice president bi kura ba ya oye oba hwema mi na ho ofe ne se de osigina no ni age awanya na no ya da social media say maame no wawu what you say mon kwa ma ban ba so ayebo awuto ese vice president bi wu because yehunu bi pen yehunu misata yehunu aka yehunu wei so ati ase etini kwa se sade na ekeka wo man mu etikeke de kan say wei no de ehia say aban ni tu nipa me ahwehwe mu commission of inquiry ni ehunu ba bia flight no de ntie be lande wa ha ade kropote pa ne wo mu fi say kamia say na no dollar NDC ni ade yakohunu sape mane ho ahwan egudam ni ade afi de Japan mom na ekọ kire sika na ye fake na nye original na Japan no kro bada ben no ye hwan we expecting what soja no kodi ye na yi na di ntine keke na me fa we nse kro bi na efre no oman okodo nyina na wo sanka me kan first oman utra do nyina ha ya tek ya do nyina kote do nyina kro bi show efre no oman mesre MC ya owo sa area ho ni unit committee ni assemblyman keke uhuna mangodu ya okro nu bato na ba bia wansana nko a uhunam body ni mu nyina ubie wa no kra na wansana ewura wanum yes best sa municipal assembly ni ade e wo ho se omonhwe kromo na omon try no mon spray em se attack na mo na person mo ha ni pe wo kronum no mo de no mon spray ho na mo ni pa na wo krom ho no.
Okay, I think I found this piece me read lawyer Gloswana say oboso na minority. Okay, let me read the piece. So the minority in parliament has formally petitioned the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps and Ambassador of Lebanon to Ghana, His Excellency Maher K, to intervene in the ongoing controversy surrounding the alleged suspicious flights from Gran Canaria that landed at the Okatakyie International Airport. In a statement issued on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and signed by the ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the minority appealed to the diplomatic community to support Ghanaian authorities in investigating the alleged landing of the two Ahmed flights and the Kavok air cargo flight that reportedly transported suspected illicit drugs and money into the country. The request follows a press conference held by the minority on April 1st, 2025, during which they raised serious national security concerns and called on state authorities to probe the mysterious flights. A step in the right direction.
Yes.
Oh, now they say you to be China to the Ghana and Guasiabeni. Oh,
Kiki.
No, okay.
You, na me to ye be brave by a few moments. Na me to the other.
Maybe on my indigenous is the political situation of this country. I woman say, oh, any sa cartel semia ye di huabu whether it is true or it's not true. A very dangerous for us. Say all linkeno to Sahel for no any say ye to abano NDC for a call Russia and China on several locations. And near maybe kekesi ni emani into yes, we have to call on the diplomatic way because say one way na say woman kwaya say sikano eba sa na say woman ye sa eni binom ye sa nyema ya emfata na sika bidi wo mu nsem bibra ebetimi ya force oman no ama yetu ye mera to agu na afi wo mu giri se omu yesu papa wa no wo mu na omo ye se wokọ Russia ebi wo ho wokọ China ebi wo ho wokọ Colombia ebi wo ho wokọ Venezuela ebi wo ho wokọ Argentina ebi wo ho sa cartel sem no na omu control oman no. It is either they will control oman by violence or through omu wet. So did they make sure no in tisania ma we ya air cosway and the previous experiences are ye huna the property pa MPP aban eyetia any business community be as businessmen be see wo mu for MPP just like that honest friend abufu wa bra ehiafo a na kom du wo ma ye hwe wo ma na sa nkofo no di wo musika sori agina se mo kwaka nchiro mo se obi wo a ono ana wo so hwe ne ma na wo awura bi mu na obata de so ono ana so ma no hwe ne ma na matimi yetimi di ani ato meta sori anopa na se me ba na se me hwe sebi mi nuan muslimufo a asode da wo mu kon ho a wo mu tia bonten epa wo mu pa adwuma akoye kura de adidi na wo mu nya bie na se wu sa wo ho aba na obi timi gina badu so bie na no kasa obi wo ne ba e wo so won na hwe no a eya onim ade e ba mitirim ye preko pe so ni akoye ni paboni ni but se wan hwi na se ya ntimi anhwe sa sika hunu sika boni a ebe mu me in the first place o man na sanction se wa makwan enkura ni ntwa bet ye tax
ba
se ko wie na so man ni sa ko sanction se ya chi Ghana ni bi British one ni born Ghanaian na se one ni enso Nigeria a won so eso Indian hem enam ye chi no a wo mu Ghana Police Service nso akwachi Indian hem bi ana yeso wo machine wo mo hye no a member of parliament your friend is saying do obi tu we le go side one dey say actor no Domelo a no we deputy minister of Agric say on tia say cigarette that so na mabonten ya giwi ya na ya hye no ya hye wi no won tia say Don Domelo obi anum cigarette more dam dawo ba nipa be bra no wi abodam
na no nkofo call for but yendu ho no dia
sa niama we no a
ya legalize
masa sa niama we no ma yakoso no e ma o man no mu yehu what the can sembisi ani say obi pe second term akwa e ma o man mu yehu papa
amento wa de kakra na menhwe say betwe the 5 minutes bia ye SM any
anti doctor me de menchia kasem nyame ni wachi no mfa wonko Harvard ho emra na ma speech ebe kan brofo akoma no matimi abebie nyuma mo Ghana na yatima yeye na press apre the 24-hour economy entime moaye na keke de me baso no Galamsey issue no edi eti na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama penso Galamsey ni say kura de atinkensin because obi na obehia no abonten o say hey mami ko tu gala no na menya misika ntamo eti say de kame say gala no eso mugusu gidi tentem ti de esi mitirimu ne say e bia NDC for be 4 year epene da wo manim to wan ne say yenye bibia tentem obetu amuntu na tentem sa na mi hu no because afi kura na yensuo no ne ade no say na the whole minister minim say okasa no o say tapidity level na e was say 500 no o person who say nsuo ya clear ne level no kura na mi say no 50 e be 10 say o pe clear water or they call 500 o go ne ade PDF ne ade kura mouse ade no eti amakofi bua no ene de o se gese bibia ya digitize no eti afi de o de asan betu dwa o se digitization ene ade ne betimi aboa amomantie se wonka 24-hour economy obi so 24-hour economy a o se digitization ne betimi aboa amom de Galamsey nyina de stop but the make can say sa Galamsey approach we ehia holistic approach because ko train obi na o so wonko sa tere ho no nko pam amanfo mfiri wono ma on the geographical location ne kura nipa no onim hoye geographical setting wonim hoye 2 enipa na ode kwa wa avoid unit committee afrim wa avoid nananom mo ho afrim wa avoid assemblyman for mo community wa afrim ana wateni nipa wankan ana wa show munika ne
na we old approach ya approach omo criticize ye
Murtala Mohammed
ya excavators ya the China for
Murtala Mohammed wonim where how you should describe Nana Akufo-Addo or say ye reckless attitude na Akufo-Addo yeah o you so west baby
yeah and then
scandalous reckless o you so west ni na dey describe because he was trying to prove that say he can speak what
and then now you EP
he was my mate back at Tamale
when now you
college
easier said
than that west to qualify Nanado I said reckless you na why you watch Galamsey and now we be making statements after Galamsey no I say ya chi obi excavators yenhye no na just the same old approach because at that time Operation Vanguard no mu chewa no mabotuo ne epam nipa yikum nipa no na Galamsey stop wona mo de ye campaign owura se edu nkatia no mu ko gina manso amaso wonso mu kumo ene de mo san ka chesa afi de enhye no ne san ko ne san ko pam ayo si one time Galamsey issue no so when you involve nananom no ante specialized and making sure say special prosecutors will be training one more omu nyina no omo try o enkosi aga amanfo begusu asensuo no etu amahama ontimi njahwe tisa ka nya adwuma wo memu ha
Dr. Baumia no what nice plan yes yempe na yepe NDC for there ene yede same old G Ajman ya sorry na gastrobics embrem you
Galamsey ayeka entwa ne entwechena. In fact, say, me maka say Galamsey gather in cell. Shall say way back in 1986. Na me bra na meniti techi. Sukwati be catch say Galamsey
security apparatus no afre revenue team for jo e na wo odwane afa die beto odwa say obi anfre no say afa no mugu so tro krata no besine a whole week NIB ain't mean tro krata no Ashanti Pacho won saka former president and a president ni statement no a fatuso na yenkom ni yehwedi wo mpotin ni yehwe senior John Dramani Mahama issue directive no about specific agencies say cocaine any money laundering na yes e cost e o my Ghana mu no sa specific institutions we mo na mo nkoye ho adwuma mo ne reverend team for jo enye collaboration na mo mpe asem no pumasibre besi ena ye kasei enya ade a any of the agencies empo and reverend team for jo ehia na se omontimi ni nhia investigation na mampani director no e ma so ye de a on what basis ena Felisofosu Kwate eye video na all condemn asema reverend team for jo ekan no na owie no all kinds to say on be issue reverend team for jo and na set example on be any scapegoat to say kind of same no more na set example on what basis enwemu ase yenya no enwemu no e ma so eti on what basis and na Felisofosu Kwate eye sa statement no last Saturday reverend team for jo call news far okoya no say even say agencies no amampani kan ye no kra bi and e ba abonten e the response e ba ya anko be fa information say e credible na o de be ya adwuma unim so kan sa wi ya pendra o mate deputy narcotics control commission for director general say si o mate na hwum na ono so so watwo say fufu kukusa aye de ato nkwama no mu no endro ono so nam nsemu no a wokaka yase to nsafre nipa no na ne chance na mu kasa na evidence on fama mo wati ahwum a odi reverend team for duatem kra se e threaten se wo mbechi no adentia se wahu se wana wanya intelligence na waka ho asem endra Ghana Airport Company Limited issue statement na ene Ghana Airport Company Limited for enya gudro issue statement na omo ye hufo nti omo issue statement no omo the management na shaase na esan ko kwabrane edne sa shaase na wosan management enye nipa se Ghana Airport Company Limited se nom so mo ahukudura na ka eso kwabrane edne sa shaase akrata na ase na wosan omo the management na hye ho management enye nipa saja ade yi ana akufo ado ena ya appoint mami yo mama bai ogusu tiwo obia krofo bisa krofo NDC fo bisa NDC fo ka obia ntimi nka hwe wotewa odi ni queen nti endra omunso issue statement on that issue but minority no statement ne say oma tro krata de kwa koma dean of diplomat o kan ha say Lebanese ambassador na ho Kumasi no and the dean of all diplomat o Kumasi omo de krata kwa koma no aye some level or my some demands any some applications e de akwa komo se omo hwe na nsamo a abeto abonte no omo ntu anamo na omo enkan bibi enfa nche Ghana for na yentimi ntro memu e me enfa Ghana enye transit point na enfa nubone eni sika enfa nkwa amano ni enfa nko baby ya nti obi kra edubone a na habe transit point na ode afa si na odeko ye ne sa enye yi nti ebo minority na baso se sa asem wei omaye se omo naso ese sa asem wei ye follow na ye duru ebunumu ni ye huru ni o mpoten reverend team for de niema bi ato abonten na investigation nyina kire se ensem a Felisofosu Kwate na de betu dwa no enya no kra because we mu hyen no ba bi o ka se tu ye na eko Grand Canaria ho na so ofiwa o tu kwan oduru Ghana ha se ya onya emergency be refueling o si se oil refuel no hu se ne tire pipe hu se ne tire pipe no hu se yi ayu eliki ebe Felisofosu Kwate ebe minisani Felisofosu Kwate minisani di asem enti no ni aba no na no pay ye ne wo beche a little more details a e was nsemi nyinamu da sebre
Devro
na ni mamu tisen
radia da roma ani mamu ye
ekoyi
be fan sa
ye enya kura be yi
nyameti ase
enya kura no a e be yi enti ya se atiefo on send yen we are told say cement shortage abagana enti atiefo and send a message baby awo hwe na wutie no ko Facebook no so a movement TV on Facebook o important wo cement ni bi wo ho ana cement no wonya bi eto na wonya bi tokra no a ne bo eyesen na fabra na fi yenhwe sadia isi etie iwia na kokin sem no yenso yenka ho asem o se wusu anopa mi chia o se wusu se mi shirt ne ne fe o se wusu anopa mi chia pa da se bre
daru
eti anopa yaba
yanchia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne yiri Ajia Samira Baumia o mampani na ado dan Kwakufu Ado mampani dada ne yiri e ma mi Rebecca Ekufu Ado na afei His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor the gentle giant Kwabia Kwabla Santi yete won kanche be bia obi aye chia Honorable Clement we Kinson Emwachi Engineer Jonas Ajimai wo the Gambia ye chia na Master Gun Crow from CPC Kotu ahimfi ye chia mu nyina dawro ensemo a ene ayebebo ba no eye bebre na ana esre sa obi tibabi na Reverend Ntim Fodwo wo so evidence 5 evidence no bra so won femma Reverend Ntim Fodwo say cocaine money laundering nsem no enya dia ye di na eho agro te say ye kotena TV ni radio so eye political discussion na da be ye koya na NDC ni MPP nsem no we eye adia edi omanu din ekọ wiase afa na nyina egu Ghana ni mo ase e wo wiase ba bia yesu so yeti Colombia din a na yem hyehyeye because of cocaine ni sa ni boni no nsensemnti enti se Ghana so e be ye bisa no a obi a na adwene mu da ho a odwene Ghana ye die hu bia na be ha no enti ana ote sa asem no wodi betu dwa akoka no committee level say na yehu enti mama ye hwehwem omampani in his own wisdom na em say the fosu kwachi say woni nyansa sene John Dramani Mahama o ye Ghana mampani no say asemaba am omampani aka say relevant agencies say asem no mo hwe ka no mo hwe na omo ene Reverend Ntim Fodwo ntena ase no mo nyina ehwe asem no nka obeka say o de o ye president anka won kansa say president Mahama ni nyansa according to ofosu kwachi no president Mahama ni nyansa say o directly say omo nya asem no mo hwehwe mu ono ena ye nyansafo anko no de ko beka say se we ehu hia ye nka ensanu baby am ni be fa bia no question marks ho baby am di be fa bia NDC fo mo bobo no powder mo be fra no kente mo be fra no adwinasa mo be fra no nwireo question mark ho ewie mu hyen no free Grand Canaria say e ho na Las Palmas team no free ho ba no na okwai munya no njire Ghana fo yi Mose wa stop over say de be say transit o na wo refueli yo na wo ye den yo na kwahine na be ye transit wo Ghana ha moma ye hu eno nso amuntimi nka say ba Ghana be ye den wo Ghana moma ye hu he airport company for moma jama Ghana for bu mfumo yati adwuma ma yi say yati reception ho ni hu say ka bia be park ani mu ho a can pack more than 3 minutes. No be answering free mumai. Na can see wa. Esa security ko bisa de otika mu that one say, "Oh, hwe hwan. Oh, ya de wa ha." Because I had premises. What you va come see ho. Na wa utim din obi anim de wo ye. E ba bisa say utika mu. Oh, ya de wo de kana be see wo ye open den wa ha. Enji say we mu shan free ni mamu. Who ebesi Ghana ha. Na muti e ho no mo. Some airport company. Na mo ntimi am ya hunu adekudie ntia plane na besi de wo plane mu a na mbasam tiase nti se bomb na plane asoa na odi ba Ghana ba ba hye o man nyina na mti ho se me yadwuma for Ghana Airport Company mo hwe ehwe ha na se on be bombo ma na no bombo ma na se kuro no a no ma se nkran kuro ni na ye nyina ye ho akire ana na mo tena na mo keka de mo pekere Ghana fo no just adwuma na mo ye de se mo sase mo nye as a company mo hwe airport so mo ntimi nya adwuma no se plane tim besi ya 2-3 days na mo ntimi hu na de kuro port ya ewo mu empo se plane se wa besi ya wanya fault wa adikura wo mu esemu because obi ntimi fa de plane besi wa sa so abroad ewo mu port nu ma de kuro emi na mo ntimi anhunu we obi a ka moto na fe ya moto to ayampia ensem a ense na mokeka plane enam wiem se mo se the tie plane to every Grand Canaria ho no e na e develop sa tie fault no ana because the plane between and fault fault ba the tie ho a entimi take you off because na runway no the speed na be fa so ansa na tu plane ni tie pai e be na the speed afa so atu amna yi plane tu ko wie mu a ye bie puno na ne ties na ko hiem ni akatum na ko bompi bie ni ho esoro ho e na tie na ko bubom amna pai wo soro ho enti ni fa na tie no pai set plane be si asase so e be si airport e lande na ne tie fault wo ho a entimi lande crash landing babam entimi lande safely said ye we be lande ye no enti aso mo kan nyansa e wo mu ni sei ensam yensa mo aka nyina bie ni ho a etwas mu set tie enya tie sem say ye fuel na be refuel a and take more than 1 day and a refuel e po sata na say na mo fa tie foforo e mo no every spend ya ba and take more than 1 day and you fix the tie and take more than 1 day and you fix the tie na jinsa ko bi NDC ni beti TV station mi ka say na woni kan fast with Jackie plane we say bibi ni say no ni kan fast with Jackie plane we ye Jackie ya to the just say e be take more than 2 days and then it me Jackie plane no ye tu
okay okay Ashanti Pacho me the Ghana Airport Company for statement no amount na yenhwe Ghana Airport Company for a statement no we are ye behwe former President Mahama and so ni statement or the two ni Facebook any of them be abenya bia me ni kan fa ne kan no padwuma kakra bi ho no ma ibit ese na ye nyina kama ye live on Facebook, ye live on YouTube, Movement TV on Facebook, Movement TV on YouTube. Mesramo kan na channel so ma me say aben peche promo no be koso no pay *256*4# *256*4# for number 2 ni ye wuntumi radio Movement TV tianida da sebre hwan na Yesu ka chen akobebon prensa no ayi miama Peter we dey antidora michia o se de wuro ni godro mu hu ye ni mu ase babu mu ase bia na mu de amada ase bia de mu ni president ni Methodist mu de mu ni babu mu ase mana antidora good morning and pay ewo Covenant Presby Lankwanta 9 enti na sebre ene ye first point
yes
se maame no in fact ana kufuado eni pa bi sei
one reverend
and I'm MPP ti baby 18 say one in team for jo one a reverend in team for jo na onim no na onhia ne da yeah it is true no not here it is true because one no maame Yvonne one catch obo da
there be so no continue airport when you
obia nim ne da and na ofiri baby and na nkrofo bia ye nkuru tuduma Emma part na ba bemu and na Kufuado ekofa no de be see Ghana a very sensitive institution say Ghana Airport Company Limited na onim ni oni NDC for ye nti na joma ba no gusu ti ono anonim ekita hudie eni ayankofa eda one Joma Hama ntem nti na Joma Hama ba ye ogusuma ne ye den eti Ghana Airport Company Limited wo ye to so mienu da sebre o say number 1, landing permit of all aircraft entering Ghana are issued by the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority in conjunction with national security. And not Ghana Airport Company Limited. And I say all security checks were conducted by aviation security and national security, whilst ground handling services were conducted by Swiss Port Company for aircraft that arise. But I will tell one man, I say there was no evidence of any illegal substance on both planes. Me pacho, one year, one, you did Kenyan ama permit. Ne toss me nu, and you're now set. And 2 years, say, be
Mammy, you want. As my way out, one more Kenya, Mamma, a palm home to mount. Oh, say, Mama permit, move you share the echo sumo, about security checks. I know aviation security and national security for an area, and a bar handling service, a Swiss Port Company in area, and yamu. So I then content what planes no. Now, because I say, not illegal substance be any. Oh, if you also say, what you say? Obakata no Creswa. Then you expose yourself.
Unim nyasa bebrama upon church. Na enyasa high radio so high no park no pe make cancer bi ache na ame no.
Obe wa expose you more.
So mo oye be ma na esan code ni sachet krata ya.
I didn't tell me management. Na ba muni public relations officer or muni public relations department or mo.
Oh, that's it. Sa cocaine se ma be nyina. Oh say omo ka bibia esiso
sap money dey would dia
omo ka bibia esiso tina mpanifo say osum kontompo afidia wuyi kasabre
ba kasasa
wuyi kas because wodi ntro ba ko a eso di ntro be 10 e dey support ba ko no nti da bia be di ntro from onso apa hotuma wo se enyaw na ama permit enyaw na o inspect na ede na wo hu ne ewu
se we mi nyina
den enyo na ama permit no den na hu ne wo plane ayede aba e ba ne sen
ewi asesa na nyame ye na ade
me po de Oradu Mahama of the Custodian newspaper and I pay or draw me attention to that portion of the statement about Bonti and Dram. Yes,
170.
Or draw me attention to a honomono. You know, that's where Ashanti Patron Saka John Mahama president in statement now. Fatos mami no issue on the Facebook no na afei yenremu na yenhwe ekwanya NDC for edio mei enam so because I'm for say on betimi de o man ni mu nipa nyina adwene di agro
sure
I'm for some betimi de o man ni mu nipa nyina adwene edi agro but I'm kan say obetimi agimi nipa ni bi ebere bi na mbom untimi yaren untimi nyimi nipa ni nyina ebere nyina nti they should know that they should know say Ghana for webre no a ya dwen ayi adwuma na ya dwen ekọ akire papa ansa na nsem ni bi wono mo a yatimi aka enti asamasi mampani se enremu enkoso na onipa no a oye allegation no omonye no entrase na omoa na enremu nye den enkoso enremu no nyansiye
mon frère no pokra se da se
na anomatowa anomatewa na wa sorry kika ne ape mampani statement edano a Reverend Team for Joe a press conference no anopetutu and John Mahama the president of the republic edi statement no ebaye yankan statement no ni yanhwe nyansa ewumu o say my attention has been drawn to allegations made at the press conference by an honorable member of parliament Reverend John Team for Joe regarding 2 suspicious flights arriving at Okatakyie International Airport suspected to be involved in drug trafficking and money laundering.
John Mahama ni nyansa mu no said we see address Reverend Team for was say by an honorable member of parliament.
Now Ghana Airport was said one Reverend Team for Joe. That's it. Now what Ghana Airport Company ho say
for the sia badwe e ma wo win wo
e me na wo ye
o friend one Reverend Team for
Reverend John Team for no and akoye ayi as MP MMPP ba power oduni sika the resources NMP ba power na wanya ho na wudie and na wonim ne wo no John Mahama ntamunti a and na wada soma oguso etwo Ashanti yen to aso ne kan krata no ye new portion kra be bia na me pene ye yen koso ne kan krata no bim na yen so kan first paragraph the second one say government takes all allegations seriously and to ensure a thorough and transparent investigation underline thorough and transparent. Or say to ensure a thorough and transparent investigation. I have directed all relevant investigative agencies, including Narcotics Control Commission, NACOC, the Police CID, the National Investigation Bureau, NIB, and the National Security Coordinator to immediately and fully collaborate with the Honorable Member of Parliament, so he provide all necessary information to investigate the allegation and take all action necessary to expose any drug dealers. That's it. Man penny said, and we remove feko emudaho. And remove feko emudaho nti. And untima shase NACOC 4, CID 4, NIB 4, and National Security Coordinator collaborate. One can say munko kuna jontin for you. One can say munko bono. One can say munko did not attempt. I say money no any kasubo money ni kita ho.
Enya munko chuno.
Na of wamo. Eti man penny statement he by pe and the Reverend team for you say. Or you issue statement calling on the chairman of the defense integrity of the president. Can say president no any munyansa.
So the first question can design a person chile.
Eti man penny munyansa.
Or no say. Asuko no mano.
NACOC 4 Asia fellow Asia jontin for you. NIB 4 Asia. National Security Coordinator Oceano. The other institution here then CID police CID 4 Asia. Ba fellow so for sukwache a jampia babonten. And now, all then, O defend na odi atem na odi entro. Ashanti finally, Endra, minority statement omuishia, Honorable John Abujana, Samuel Abujanapo, and a sign. Fabra, na yen kind in wa a dozen about 10-page statement. Few portions of it, and a becan of pain. Into the to swear. A more school in our Facebook, Nabra YouTube, a Movement TV on Facebook, Movement TV on YouTube. Okay, so where ye Kratos see Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Embassy of Lebanon in Ghana, on the year the Dean of say request to intervene in the ongoing matter of flights to and from the Spanish island of Gran Canary, alleged to be carrying suspected illicit drug and money. Okay, Ashanti yanko enim we dey ha nyina nti ye be cheche mu that's be say omuso ma tro krata de akoma e de akoma penifo no say omunhwem Ashanti de ko na enema be pese me hu orezi bullet points bi ho na ibegina na afi yetimi akase yeso adumansa oye no na eno so no yaka ho asem e de akire atifo na atifo so atimi. Okay, so nti uru anu ya o say Excellency, the stated facts thus far in the public domain indicate that 1. The said airmail flight NA23 AM, the first airmail flight, the airmail name departed from Gran Canaria on Thursday, 20th March 2025 at 4:59 hours and landed at Okatakyie International Airport at 9:02 hours on Thursday, 20th March 2025. That's when the first time no nti yemhyen etu efi ho Thursday no and Thursday na najo and then ibedu Ghana.
4 hours then.
Okay. So the second point was say the said airmail flight N823 AM had no patient. No patient and no patient is supposed no patient on board when it landed at Okatakyie International Airport on 20th March 2025. So, sa airmed no ambulance. Ya defa enema miensa. Ya defa obi oyare. Ya defa obi awuo. Aye dead body. And as ya defa body part bi, e say bi aye be obi kidney transplant. Na bi aye de atum emergency na e de aba. E ba no enkura ni mi emu bia. Okay, third one. Another airmed flight N864 AM. No, they assume the second airmed flight departed from Gran Canaria on 22nd March 2025 at 0132 hours and landed at Okatakyie International Airport 5:54 hours on 22nd March 2025. That's when the first one by How many days later? First one we do Ghana 20th. 2 days later. And a second one also then this second air med flight also had no patient on board when it landed at Kotoka International Airport on 22nd March 2025. It's minority ni say onusu bedu ye no enipa nem edronim nipa party nim dead body so enim. Okay. Point 5. The second air med flight departed Kotoka International Airport on the same day to first one Luanda, Angola, made a number of rounds and returned to Kotoka International Airport on 23rd March 2025 before eventually leaving Kia on 24th March 2025. That's where Obaye no.
Second one Obaye
no.
Obedu
22nd. Obedu 22nd no. Adeachi 23rd. Ena O2 ye. O make rounds. There be O2 no make rounds. No O2 the same day 22nd March na O2 ye. Ena call Luanda, Angola no. Ena Osan Ba Kotoka International Airport.
The following day.
The Adeachi ye no. Ena onusu 2 ye. Ena so call Gran Canaria ho. 6. I say again, there was no patient on board when the second air med flight left Kotoka International Airport on 22nd March. Neither was there a patient on board when it landed at Kia on 23rd March 2025 or when it departed on 24th March 2025. It's a plane no etu eba Gran Canaria eba no nipa nem oba enso no wa mefa nipa nko ofi ho na oba no so no wansan fa nipa ma wansan fa nipa ma. On the 7th point or say the first air med flight also eventually left Kia on 25th March 2025 back to Gran Canaria without any patient on board. And the first one na be stay there 5 days no ono so etu koya na enipa enim. On the same day the first air med flight left Kotoka International Airport for Gran Canaria, the Cavoc flight, a cargo aircraft which had been in the country since Wednesday 12 March 2025 departed Kia to Gran Canaria. And before I say we no nyina ba no na opay mu bia di kan ba ono ye cargo flight on the fanema
nti yem say no or can age
o balangard to a balangard 13 days Obalangard 13 days ya ena utu ya or the echo. Na it is alleged say edo mu turu nyina etu no ena kan ya call off. Kotoka International Airport. Asante yenko anim koso na mehwesa asa wo ho anoma. Wo wi a na fei aye kakra. So when the details are okay. So number 9. And I'll say the movement of these flights to and from Ghana, to and from Gran Canaria, and some inconsistency in government response to the allegations have highlighted concerns that this flight may have been involved in some illicit business.
Because so
that's yeti na ambulance to every UGMC no about movement TV no abegina ha enipenim adronim wianim oba so amephobia no asan tu no okokolebu ofikolebu a no asan tu ko eba ha sei ofia no atusa tu ko UGMC okokolebu ankofa nipa oko UGMC ankofa nipa oba ha wa mefa nipa wanfa nipa so anko no watu ambulance na tu a no aba ha na ofiri ha na oko UGMC ofiri UGMC na okokolebu ofikolebu no asan aba ha na odia sabe ambulance no abodam ana ni driver na wo twi no abodam now bisa yes na the tire pie na the say pie. So these are some of the details Asante me that say obetimi minority no e dia tudwa e wa statement about 10 pages yentimi nkan ni nyina no mu wie no e no mo sre ambassadors ne say omo modin a say omo ma ahodo no nyina so information mu obetimi dia abo Ghana omo famwan na asemi yempen kuma sibre ebiem if you da revenue team for jo ASR press conference no ye hunahuna no ye de ye bon international ye bekunakura firi wiase
na obi aframe no pay panimi frame no pay say mini revenue team for jo free am so already say oni semtrefo nyina ye free but me personal say mini ni hia kodi nkomo no de mini ni saa de no na asma kan ne say yan kan che reverend intim fadwo se efiri sa bre ya kosi Easter bremu se bedi Easter onhwe ne nantie yi onhwe ne didie yi onhwe ne nsuo num yie empo okọ ne constituency ho kura no a onhwe ne didie ne nsuo num yie asem a opani no kan no se reverend intim fadwo enhwe ne nantie yie onhwe ne didie yie onhwe ne nsuo num yie empo offering cry kwa the constituency no say man nyina onhwe ne yie
obi
because
obi send me message na die kwa me na send me message any message no that's bre o say obi sa say maame no a na akufo ado appoint no ko Ghana Airport Company ho no obi sa me say me nyini say on na ode na akufo ado kontu ho ensem de ma fele oku je tabla kwa ma odi sim hunu na
no your question pa
allegation na oye wo na je kwa me na me ni ho dance ye bia na mom
se maame no
ye se asem anu dance ye no ye twa asem no ho bi dia dance
so ba MPP fo nyina all no na MPP fo nyina die na maame nda so ti ho na president Kufuor so na de ko ho no na che se bia sa na ye ka bia na ono mo awo nkitaundie
oti iti we no me nka ho asem but Ghana ni bia wa adwiri bia na yekoso bia no ebetimi adduce ni own allegation and na hesoju e ka say ohwe the tone of the Ghana Airport Company for letter na of say efelo so kwa achine troy ni free Ghana Airport Company limited function and because say reverend team for jo can say adenti na efelo so kwa achi e makwan na state institutions are omoye involved no e come asem into waka narcotics control commission nipa no waka na sim owie no and now wako issue frivolous statement win on the letterhead of Ghana Airport Company Limited. But ni nyina mu no Ghana for ehu nia ekoso na yetimi anti bebo ya homode ye try sense abeka minority for ni bia na enyomo adi nkomo ba ti nsanya nkomo yin ti bekoso atry na yedisa enkomo no anope Democrat ane bae ena me ni me MP e won nkomo kakra bi nso bedi on mobile phone enti enche emeko na yedi nkomo yenka tie for se aben peche promo no ekoso na nipa no when you say my mini hwa the most senior most judge or no and a year so did you maybe ni na according to the Daily Gist newspaper no sa judge no so pe ma me na konya no
abobi kawa
eti no sa bere ya mami ye ka na ho semi na ni abre a all lobby den si yanyi akonya no nye den enfa ma no
na mampani suspended in 10
yeah in 10 justice for mine and so jomama na appoint no ono so ani abre ansa na justice Johnny Coloni so yesi ono so ani abre a ono so se wo pe na justice Johnny Coloni na Kufuor ado ono so yaku adwuma Kufuor law firm owie no so wate no and na Kufuor no so na appointed no ko bench so abo bi beka wa
efrantuma
na ofra rolling say ofra wontuma
ya nwanwa se obi pese obi nko yenyi obi ho nya se bi kwa ni time na so yenyi obi ho no omra hwe yi hotina ade ba ko a enye wasase so me kase na mo kuma se me adwuma ye mo ni show host problem di ba ni ejena mani jantem ti se da minuti ya me no ni godon ti ya no ha no afrem se wa suspend di na mani jena afrem se wa suspend nti me mo ni show na so ma sa menye am se menye eno se ade aso so me kura na me pese wo yi na di na me be na adwuma ade nti na se mbeye enti e kodu stage bia hu se menye no sesem anya obekwa akofo obi firi baabi amena beye enti wona mu se so akofo obi firi baabi dia e dia pa no nsa ma bio ena mkotena mu ye akosi se ye kan se me na ma nipa no bae mo de mo pa ye ni se ye mpam no na mo betena hodi emfi apema na
wo mu nchen
mo pa Ashanti mpam no na mo mra
ye fa custodian
bibi beto mo
Democrat ano na Honorable Clement Wilkinson Ambassador Mayor na mpeso aso ni ikohu gold bars and a container full of money container na say 13 14 na 2 aira
me no na rent ni papa
and aira and obi send a message and obi say could it be say container ni mu niam na aircraft na buy some be fa na
betimi sinti
ba ya container 14 20 footer container buy na sisikani gold ni gumu no could it be say sa niema no one alaji bi say one alaji bi dia no en na nanka emed ne cover kwa hwan no ebe fa na question the mean to me nyano e asem sebe okay enti amasama former amasama mayor onabo Clement Wilkins be bia obi amichiaw ade na sanke ba obre so na wo na wo chie wochi ya na nka so me da asebe abecho na so aba be see so custodian the Democrat ani o say we don't use language any zoom line for allegation editiomo minority there so I see all there na me ade ehia me and I say culture of silence and brute force under Mahama. 3 journalists arrested in 3 months. Many houses raided.
1 month, 1 journalist.
Enti yera if anything, Audu Mahama the Democrat ani.